got. Myself and I, that's all I got in the end. I can't believe I believed everything we had was less. So young and naive of me to think she was from your past. Silly of me to dream of one day having your kiss. Love is so blind, it feels right when it's wrong. I can't believe I fell for your schemes. I'm smarter than that. Dumb and naive to believe that with me you're a changed man. Foolish of me to compete when you cheat, we'll lose within. It took me some time, but now I'm moved on. Because I realize I got myself and I, that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out, and it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on I'm gonna be my own best friend. Be myself and I, that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out, and it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on I'm gonna be my own best friend. Controlling, you say that you love me, but you don't. Your family told me one day I would see it on my own. Next thing I know, I'm dealing with your 3 kids in my own. Love is so blind, it feels right when it's wrong. Now that it's over, stop calling me, come pick up your clothes. Ain't no need to front like you're still with me. All your homies know, even your very best friend tried to warn me on the low. Took me some time, but now I am strong. Because I realize I got myself and I, that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out, and it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on I'm gonna be my own best friend. Be myself and I, that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out, and it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on I'm gonna be my own best friend. Got me, myself, and I know that I will never disappoint myself. All the ladies, if you feel me, help me sing it out. I'm sitting with you. Yeah, you hurt me, but I learned a lot along the way. After all the rain, you'll see the sun come out again. Yeah, I know that I will never disappoint myself. I'm crying. All the ladies, if you feel me, help me sing it out. I'm sitting. You hurt me, but I learned a lot along the way. After all the rain, you'll see the sun come out again. Myself and I, that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out, and it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on I'm gonna be my own best friend. Be myself and I, that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out, and it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on I'm gonna be my own best friend.
Tell me how have you seen her? It was about 5 minutes ago when I seen her hottest chick that a youngin' never seen before. I say, yo, tell the girls I wanna meet her. On second thought, that ain't the way to go. I gotta give her game proper, spit it so she get it. There she is, I gotta stop her. Or should I talk about a smile? Or what about a style? I'm out of time, she's out the door, I gotta go for mine. Or should I talk about a smile? Or what about a style? I'm out of time, she's out the door, I gotta go for mine. Let the girl say, excuse me, Miss and I gotta admit that you got my attention. You're making me want to say, oh, so you're trying to leave this. I saw what dance with you. How I love to keep you here with me, yo baby. Now so they grab hold of my hand and let's pretend the flow is ours. You say you don't really dance. Just one good step, one good step. Now with the music is moving too fast, now my head a little tired. Don't be afraid to move a little closer. Girl, there's something about you that makes me wanna say, you're making me want to say, oh, so you're trying to leave.
messy but clean sometimes. That's what's up. We didn't say it was a family show, so there's that.
Young
Wait, are we
born.
with that?
Well,
This or that? Are we?
I don't know. We all over the place.
Had to come out of retirement. These knees they was snap, cracking, and popping, like a Rice Krispie. But we made it do what it do. But I did take a couple ibuprofens afterwards, though. All right.
Mud Talk with Big T, Shay, and Miss Amy.
Can you count, suckers? Get busy, y'all. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Mud Talk.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your homie Big T.
And I'm Shay Renee.
I'm Miss Amy.
And you are officially tapped into the hottest podcast that brings you the latest in music, news, and fashion, and the only show that keeps your ears to the streets.
While you grind and shine.
Hey, it's another edition of Mud Talk. This is episode 35.
Big episode.
Yes, it's a huge episode. It's always a huge episode because we do big shit around.
Big shit.
You feel me?
Big things popping.
And little shit stopping. That's one of my favorite T.I. songs, actually.
Period,
I
Pooh.
love T.I.
Yeah, he's all right when he's not trying to be a
When he's
comedian.
not trying to be weird too.
Or a comedian.
Well, that too. I did see that.
He actually was
Did you
good
go?
to me. I did.
It was good?
It was really good to me.
Okay.
Like, I liked him. I don't know if it was just because he's always been like my favorite rapper and I was just excited to see him, but I think he did a good stand-up.
Okay.
It was very decent.
So maybe
I've
he
seen
should
some
be.
horrible comics. So.
Oh, I guess I'll have to go see him because
I know.
it was
Yeah.
He didn't seem like he was very funny to me. So
Yeah.
teach us on. Everybody laughs at different shit, but I
Well,
wouldn't laugh.
he's tastier in person.
I was wondering because that was about to be my kid's future stepdad. I just saying. And then, I don't know. Then I read some weird shit. I read some weird shit about him and I had to back off that. So
Yeah.
Yeah, remember we talked about that weird shit,
That. Yeah,
so
that
I had
weird
to-
shit. All right. Well, it's a big episode, and we have a very special guest in the building. They like to call him MrHearMe because everybody hears him. He never needs a mic or nothing. But give it up for Mr. Montrice Terry, y'all. So glad-
Make some noise. Y'all hear me? Y'all
We can
actually
hear you.
real. This 35.
Yeah, this episode
Y'all saying
35.
big shit. Let's make some noise.
Hey,
Wait, child.
let's go.
Okay, then.
we got bombs, we got clapping happening over here. You just can't hear it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got all
I heard it in your earphones.
you can hear the bomb in my
I
headphones.
just wanted to be louder than your bomb in your earphones.
You did a good job.
Oh, wait, you can hear me talking really low.
I can hear you. I can.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna tap in with him because we got a lot of shit to talk about. We're gonna talk about his community work and him being an event host and also being an HBCU alumni because that's major. You feel me? But we can't do anything without me giving y'all what we call Big T with the T. And this is where I give y'all all of the latest celebrity news and gossip. And they give me job security because they always doing some crazy shit. And let me tell y'all, they got a lot of shit that's going on. So we are going to start with Mr. 50 Cent. Let's go ahead and start with 50 Cent. So 50 Cent is in the clear for now for chucking a microphone into the crowd during his LA show back in August. And by the way, all of our news comes from TMZ. So an incident back in August left a spectator with multiple lacerations to her head and face. So Power 106 radio host Brianna filed a police report following the incident on August 30th. And cops originally presented the case to the LA County DA as a felony, but the DA's office later kicked it to the LA City's attorney's office. Now the city attorney's office is they're not filing any criminal charges against him, and they won't file any charges as long as he stays out of trouble. We're told the case can remain open for 1 year from the date of the incident, and if he gets in trouble, it could be reevaluated for possible criminal charges, and he cannot have any further contact with the Power 106 host. So 50 Cent, keep your ass out of trouble.
Do we know why he threw it?
We don't know. She probably was talking shit.
Oh, okay.
She probably was talking shit. I saw the pictures and it was pretty bad. Like she had a huge gash on her face.
Sounds like a payoff to me.
Yeah, probably.
I
They
mean,
probably
hey.
settled it out of court. He got a lot of money, Power, Kanan, BMF, all that shit.
Force.
Yeah, all that shit. So, but yeah, and Cardi B had the same situation too, where that girl threw ice water at her. She threw the microphone into the crowd too. So, I don't know. Y'all better leave these fucking rappers alone. Leave them alone. Stop throwing shit at them. And now it's like a thing where they're throwing like cell phones at these rappers and all type of crazy shit. So leave them goddamn rappers alone, y'all.
Yeah.
All right. And other news. Oh boy, let's talk about Sean P. Diddy Combs.
Oh, yes, please.
Ooh,
I've been thinking about this all day.
Let's talk about him. So, following accusations of rape and abuse against Sean Diddy Combs by his ex-girlfriend Cassie, as you know, she's a singer and a model. A video in which the rapper Young Jock claims Diddy forced the Me and You singer to shave her head has resurfaced. The clip, done in part of a 2022 interview with Vlad TV, sees the It's Going Down rapper looking back on a wild night out with Diddy in Miami, where he said the request was made. And we got a little clip. So let's go ahead and let's get into this clip of Young Jock talking about, you know, the weird shit that I guess he made Cassie do, shave her head.
Never forget this shit. We go in the club, we kicking it, shit. I'm like, damn, this what's up. The nigga Puff is on the goddamn, he on the shit, the bar where everybody perform at in front of the DJ and shit. And he going crazy. This bitch lit. You remember Scarface when that white woman was coming down the escalator? Yeah. And he was in that man's house and he saw that man's wife and was like this. I was watching Puff. The nigga Puff was looking up there. He saw this white woman. It was bottles on bottles on bottles around her. It was lit. Puff jumped out. Me and Cassie sitting next to each other. My wife right here, Cassie right here. The nigga jumped off the bar, came over and said, yo, Cassie, tomorrow, I want you to shave the side of your head. And I was like, what the fuck kind of request is that? So when I'm like, what the fuck? So when I look up there, this white woman's side of her head was shaved, my nigga. And the bitch looked good with it. So I was looking at Cassie, I was like, I was like, you're not about to do that, are you? She said, well, I mean, whatever Sean wants, I'm gonna do. I was like, well, you make sure you send me a picture before you do that shit. So within like 2-3 days, she sent me a picture. I'm like, she done shaved her motherfucking head. I'm like, that shit look good. When that shit hit the internet, boom.
She started a whole trend, man.
A whole trend, and I watched it happen.
She started a whole
So I got so many moments and stories in time like this, bro. I could go on for days.
All right. So, yeah. So Cassie, you know, shaved her head off at the request of P. Diddy, and she has filed a lawsuit against multiple allegations of rape and sexual abuse and coercing her to have sex with male escorts and prostitutes and all type of stuff. So, but yeah, it's a lot of shit that has hit the fan with Diddy.
Yes. Yeah. I was listening to something. People are like, everybody's starting to come out and just spill everything about these parties that they were having and all the sex people were having. And
yeah, they said it. He called them freak offs. Is what they called them. That's what he called them.
The sex parties.
Yes.
That's it. I mean, I get it. Yeah. The name seems right.
Seems a lot.
But yeah, I mean, I was actually like, I listened. I was reading about this and listened to it, and I mean, I'm not really sure what caused her to come out right now. That's what everyone want to know. Like, why is she coming out now? Why did she come out then? But regardless, she came out and said it was something that bothered me. And, you know, even the shaved head thing, it was almost like, I don't know if they did that to show that she was just under his control.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm interested to see what happens.
Yeah, they said that Cassie started dating him when she was 19 years old.
So yeah. How old was he?
Too damn old to be dating her.
Right. I'm just saying.
Yeah, so she was originally dating producer Ryan Leslie, which is how she kind of surfaced. And then she signed a record deal with Diddy, and she was 19 years old when they started dating. And they dated up until about 2019, which was right before the pandemic. Then she started dating her current husband, who she's now married with and had kids and whatnot. And so a lot of people were talking shit about Cassie, about why she waited so long and she just want money. Here's my thing. First of all, Cassie's husband is a fucking billionaire,
right?
Billionaire. So she don't need no money because she got his money and her money. But I feel like the reason why she probably said something is she probably had a conversation with her husband. Probably was like, hey, I need to tell you some shit. We need to have a conversation, and this is what it's going to be. I don't feel like that she would have had that conversation if her husband was not okay with her saying it.
Yeah. And honestly, maybe she did it because she wants to come out and show that it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to say these
things.
Has
the courage
to
do so.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't need the money, like you said.
Yeah,
the money's there.
Yeah.
Clearly,
So
it's giving emotional abuse, physical abuse.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
it's a lot.
it's a lot. Yeah. And Cassie is not the only one that's coming out and saying things. You also had Aubrey from Danity Kane that's coming out and saying things. You also just had Young Jock, who clearly had an incident and seen stuff going on. So it's about to be a lot of shit.
What did Aubrey from Danity Kane say? I didn't hear that.
Well, she said that their record deal wasn't very fair. She said that they all had to sign a NDA when they got signed to the record deal, and that she didn't leave the group by choice. She actually was forced out of the group because she was speaking up about, that shit wasn't right. And that they didn't make a lot of money while they're in the group, and they actually didn't get paid while they were on making the band.
Right.
So they are now trying to fight with Diddy to get publishing rights, because he's letting all the rappers and singers who were under him get their publishing rights, and so now that is what they're fighting for. So it's a lot going on.
I also heard the same about B5. When it was released that he gave everybody their publishing rights, they said they never saw theirs.
Yes,
So,
and they were also really young too. They were
Yeah.
teenagers when they got signed to Bad Boy with Diddy. So I don't know, man.
Diddy must have pissed somebody off for all this shit to come out today.
Listen,
I'm just saying.
well, karma catches up.
It
with
does. It really does.
You feel me? I always say, you got to be careful the seed that you plant, because you're gonna get the fruit that you planted the seed from. So if you plant a bad seed, you're gonna get bad fruit. So you got to be careful with that.
And I genuinely believe what happens in the dark will always come to light.
Oh, absolutely.
Forever and always.
Absolutely. All right. And in last news, we got Jada and Will Smith. They're always there in the news, because there's always some shit going on with them. But Jada Pinkett has 2 simple words for the man claiming Will Smith had sex with Dwayne Martin, y'all.
Yes.
And you know what she said? We suing. That's her 2 words. She said we suing. Pointing to a potential legal battle. So Jada was on The Breakfast Club recently and on iHeartRadio Wednesday morning and asked about her thoughts surrounding the allegation that Will was caught having sex with another man. Her response was, we suing. It doesn't seem Jada's joking, and a source close to the situation told TMZ that Will is actually weighing his legal options. So there could be some truth to Jada's response. As we reported, Brother Bilal, a man who is the man claiming to be Will's former assistant and friends, said that he walked in on Will bent over a couch in Dwayne Martin's dressing room and they were having sex. Adding Dwayne was standing up, killing him and murdering it. It was murder in there. That's a direct quote.
Murder in there.
Yep, that's a direct quote.
Pound Town.
That's beyond Pound Town.
That is beyond Pound Town.
Murder. I didn't know Murder and Pound Town was together. That's past that.
A rep for Will told TMZ that the whole thing is bullshit, saying the story is completely fabricated and the claim is absolutely false. So
why does that even need to be brought up? Like, even if they were murdering things, why does that even need to be out there? Like, so what if he wants to get murdered? It is nobody's business.
You wouldn't want your personal business put on the street, so why would you do somebody
Exactly.
I feel like life would be better if people learn to mind their own business.
Worry about yourself.
Yeah.
Mind your motherfucking business.
If he wants that, let him have it.
Air your own dirty laundry.
I mean, clearly from what we're hearing, from what Jada came out with her book and everything else, there's a lot going on in that situation between both of them. A lot of sexual things.
Joshua Casey said, not Pound Town.
No, not Pound Beyond.
Pound Town.
Wow, wow, wow.
Thank you for that. Rob, you just got fired from your sound effects. That's the new Pound Town sound effect.
Yo.
Make that a thing.
All right.
Digging them out.
Oh God, man.
She said digging him out.
That is a lot. Well, the quote said murdering him.
Murdering. There was murder in that.
Yes.
When you murder somebody, you kind of got to dig a ditch. So it go hand in hand.
There was some murder, some digging, some.
It was a lot happening.
Pound Towning.
It was some digging in Pound Town.
Allegedly.
I
don't. I'm not trying to get sued by Jada. No.
She definitely said. I saw the video, and she was like, "We suing," and that was it. She just got in the car.
All of this is alleged. We are not commenting on that.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Well, that was Big T with the tea. Y'all know if I got some tea, I'm gonna spill it here first on Mud Talk. So I promise I won't have no more Will and Jada news for a very long time.
Hopefully not.
I promise. All right. So Thanksgiving is coming up, and I want to ask you guys, what are your Thanksgiving plans y'all have coming up?
Oh, I'm definitely cooking. Family coming through. I cook every year, so.
Okay. What you cooking?
I'm making turkey, dressing, macaroni and cheese, greens, and candy yams, deviled eggs. And I don't know what I'm making for dessert yet.
So our next episode is gonna be at your house. What you saying?
I mean, if y'all want to pull up, we can get a space tournament going on, some dominoes. You do play dominoes, right?
I used to. I haven't played dominoes in a while.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I
don't know if Amy gonna play spades with us anymore.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. Just because I beat you, it's fine. And if you're not on vodka, it's fine. But when you're on vodka and I beat you at spades, you are mean. That's all I'm gonna say.
She was like, I don't think I'm playing spades with you anymore when you're on vodka.
No, because you were like, it was a little tantrumy from losing spades. But
Well,
you got
we get serious about our spades.
I am serious about my spades too. I'm just saying, I'm competitive.
There have been families that have been torn apart.
I agree.
But you got to deal in order when you play spades. That's part of the problem. You can't deal like euchre.
Listen.
Well, you know, euchre is the white people spades.
Nah.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I've played spades with a lot of different people, and I promise you that dealing has been different. All the places I've been.
You was dealing like you was at the casino.
Listen, and you know what? It doesn't matter. Deal one way or the other.
Dealing like she.
They were listen. I'm just gonna tell the people they can stop talking. They were just mad because I was beating them, and I know it's sore when the white girl beats you. I get it. I understand. It's fine. When you lose at spades to the white girl, it is a little bit sore, and it's okay. We are gonna heal from this.
I didn't lose.
You're gonna let me be your partner, and we'll just run things.
I guess. Miss Amy, what do you have planned for Thanksgiving?
Same. I'm gonna cook pretty much everything. I mean, I'm gonna be cooking and have family coming over, and I always every Thanksgiving make double, and then I take it out to anybody that needs food.
Yeah.
Okay.
I brought you some last year. You said, "Hey, give me some food," and
it was really good.
Take it to anybody that's like a first responder.
Yeah.
You know.
She ain't trying to hear none of that, y'all. Y'all done killed her whole little mind with that.
Leave the white girl alone.
Listen, here's the best part. You can kill my vibe all day, but I still beat you. And
that's
I'm
the energy
sorry.
I want right there.
Like I still beat you. Like it's all fine.
The way you just said cooking dinner, she was like,
cooking dinner, same.
Cooking dinner.
It was bland.
Here's what I think is absolutely funny. Was it bland?
It actually was not.
Thank you.
I meant the way you said it, not the food.
Oh, I was like, the food was good.
No.
I'm like, we can turn back to this. Do you know where I'm at? Like, yes, tell me my food's bland and it's not.
You can go watch the YouTube video.
No, the way you respond.
Well, because he fucked that. He changed that subject real quick.
He did, and you were still in it.
I was like, I'll fuck you up, but it's fine. It was good.
He didn't let her heal properly.
I don't need to heal. He needs to heal.
I'm good.
Yeah. So with that being said, all good. You don't play spades on vodka. I don't play against you when you're on vodka. I'm not even been around you when you're on vodka.
No, I don't even drink vodka.
He's just mean on vodka.
Yeah.
So
that's what happens when other people buy you shots.
Oh God.
I think that actually started here.
It started here on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't give me that shit no more.
You're not getting any more vodka punch from me.
Mr. Hear what you got planned for Thanksgiving?
Eat. I mean, go sit like I'm full now. Eat. Thanksgiving. Eat. I just want to know who got the fried turkey.
Yeah.
My next door neighbors.
Right. That part right.
You can come over. They fry they have 4 fryers set up. We have a field behind the house, and I'm waiting for them to catch everything on fire.
It's Thanksgiving right now.
But
that was deep.
Well, because fried turkeys, you have to do it very careful, or it will catch everything on fire.
Yes.
But the fact that they have 4 of them set up in the field behind my house, and they just drop the turkeys in there and let it go.
Oh wow.
I don't know about y'all, but today was my last day eating until Thanksgiving.
You said I'm done. Stop.
And them kids better make some ice sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
Some ice sandwiches.
How you gonna do that?
Wow. How do you do that?
I just been on strike from right now. Thanksgiving.
My eating stops like the day before because I gotta still drink like a couple days before, so I gotta eat something or I'll be fucked up.
Negotiating the contract to eat?
Yeah.
With the big 3, how many kids you got?
3.
The big 3.
Yep.
She gotta negotiate the contract.
She does. Ice.
All right. Well, speaking of Thanksgiving, y'all know I gotta do my tips with tea, and because it's the holiday and it's Thanksgiving, I gotta give y'all the 10 tips today. I'm giving y'all 10 instead of 5.
Damn.
And we're talking about what you should or should not do at a Black Thanksgiving. Because there's rules to this, okay? Because we got to be very specific when it comes.
Let me take my notes.
Take your notes, okay?
Black explain.
Just black explain away.
Yeah.
You guys get that on our live on Instagram.
Yes. All right. Tip number 1: don't bring fucking pumpkin pie to a Black Thanksgiving. Sweet potato pie, please. We don't eat that shit. Don't bring it to a Black Thanksgiving because we'll send you back with it. So don't bring that shit to a Black Thanksgiving.
That goes to squash pie too.
Yeah.
No, any of that shit.
Sweet potato casserole. Don't bring that. Yo, no pumpkin pie casserole. Yeah, don't do that.
Pumpkin pie casserole. What the fuck is that?
Somebody's done that before.
That okay.
Don't bring none of that shit.
All right.
All right. Tip number 2: if the potato salad ain't got paprika on it, don't eat it. Because at that point it's just a big ass bowl of devil eggs. So yeah, it gotta have that paprika on it. That paprika sets it off. Okay. Tip number 3: before you eat anything, ask who made it. Because not everybody can cook. Okay, because I had a bad experience one time where somebody made some cornbread and it was dry as a piece of cardboard. Okay, so yeah,
I had a bad experience. Somebody put mushrooms in the dressing. Oh,
you should have whipped their ass.
it was my mama.
Clickbait.
There you go. There you go.
But no, I looked at her and threw the plate in the garbage and stared at her the whole time I did it. Like, how dare you?
She looked her right in the eyes.
I did, and just looked at her and threw the plate in the garbage. Like,
Did you turn it upside down? Because that's the universal sign. Okay.
Not eating that shit.
like
not
just
eating that.
slammed it in the garbage.
This is why I cook myself. I don't have to ask because I made everything.
See,
And I
yeah.
know it's good.
I learned my lesson. Since then, yep.
Look, y'all even got somebody laughing by that. About that mushroom in the dressing.
That was nasty. Like, why would you ever? In all my years, you ain't never did that.
Unique said your niece love pumpkin
Uh-oh.
pie. Yeah, yeah. Renaya does like pumpkin pie.
So does my daughter.
But she might have a little bit of white in her, so that's probably why.
Yeah.
I don't like pumpkin pie.
Well, you got a little bit of black in you.
I eat apple pie or chocolate pie. I told my mom she had like it's a chocolate pudding with like whipped cream on top. I told her to make 5 of them.
Wow. Wow.
Well, because everybody eats my slices and I want some for the whole week. I want a pie a day.
You put nuts in your pie?
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry. Rewind.
They go that music. I was the music.
Number 4.
What kind of
nuts are you on?
Pie?
We gonna leave
No,
that one right
there's
where
no
it's
nuts in any of my pie. I don't make
Pecan pie? All right, go ahead.
no nuts.
Number 4. We all need this right now after that. You got to pray first, especially the Black Jesus.
Oh, this is your tip. I thought you were trying to pray. Like, okay.
No, I mean, I said we
Right.
need this right now.
Jesus. We
but
all need Jesus.
You got to pray first at the Black household before dinner, and especially the Black Jesus. Okay, and his name is Jesus Devontae Christ. So,
So write that down.
so put that in your notes.
Make sure you use his full.
Jesus Devontae
name.
Christ. Yep.
I'd
Yep.
say government, but there's no government.
Yeah.
Full heaven name.
We call
Jesus
it,
Devontae Christ.
Christ, but we call him Little G in the hood though.
Right.
Okay.
So
All right.
it depends on where you're eating. What you.
Yeah, but he's Little G because Big G is his daddy.
I know,
So
but
it's
can
Lil
you
G.
pray to little G in the hood, or do you just have to do the full name?
You have to say Jesus Devontae Christ.
But when do you call it? When's it little G?
I just say sweet baby Black G.
See, Lil G is like when he come through for you, like a little blessing. You like appreciate you, Lil G.
Little G.
But like
okay.
when we are like formal, like a formal setting, Jesus Devontae Christ.
Okay.
Yes.
That doesn't happen in the white prayers.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
What's the white Jesus name? Blake.
Jesus. I don't know. Lord. I don't know.
Did you say Dick?
Okay. I feel like we all need
Let's stop-
Jesus
let's
now.
stop
We
playing
need
with
Jesus Devontae Christ. Please come bless us all now in
Right
this
now.
nut and dick conversation.
At one point, my cousin thought we was talking to him. Devontae.
It ain't him. All right. Tip number 5. Don't make too many to-go plates. It's a 2-plate limit. Okay.
Mm.
Don't be coming over here. 2.
You genuine.
Okay.
man.
Yeah.
Generous.
How many you do?
One.
One? No, because you gotta have one for dessert.
That's
No,
what I said. What about
no.
the dessert?
You get that plate there. That's it. Your desserts better be the go.
Oh,
So
you
you
gotta
want
put the
all-
dressing on top. You gotta put the dessert on top of your dressing.
No.
Well, you mix that. Well, you can come to my white Thanksgiving because I'll give you a whole ass to go box and you can have as many as you want.
Oh no, we're not in a Black household. We don't do that.
I'm just saying for mine.
Well, you're a white household, so that makes sense.
Right. I said that. You can come to my white things and I will bring it to you because that's what I do.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, DoorDash. Appreciate
That's what I feel like on Thanksgiving, I swear.
it. All right. Tip number 6. If you come into a Black household, bring dressing, not stuffing.
Yes.
We don't eat that shit. Don't bring that stuff.
What's the difference?
Oh Lord Jesus.
Just have.
Oh, you're already we talked about this last year.
Yeah, there's a huge difference.
Stuffing goes inside the turkey.
Okay.
Dressing is what we eat.
I think dressing is what I make because I don't eat this. I don't even stuff the turkey with that. Just it's
But-
onions and garlic and
But there's
butter
a
and-
difference in like how it's made though. Like
That's
the
a-
consistency is different.
Yeah.
The texture.
It's not no stouffer stove
No.
top.
Or-
none of
yeah,
that.
no. I don't do that.
Dressing crumbles. That's what the fuck
And
that should
please
be.
don't make your dressing with Jiffy.
Oh yeah.
We just gonna put that out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no Jiffy.
Jiffy makes dressing.
Free game.
Yeah. All right, tip number
No
7.
cornbread to make.
Oh yeah, you got to put cornbread in it.
I don't know what. Half cornbread and half other bread.
Got an old spirit. Where your folks from?
Mississippi.
Okay.
Oh. Tip number 7. Learn how to play space before you come. Y'all wanna play spades.
Yeah, Tyler.
that right there.
Spades.
Let's
First
leave that
of all-
right
You're like,
there.
we're done. We're done
Yeah,
talking about
we done
spades.
talking about it now. Okay.
Self-explanatory.
It's okay. I'm gonna join the game when I come.
Go
bring your food.
ahead, do a YouTube search, YouTube University, learn how to play spades, download the app on your phone, whatever you choose to do. But don't come over here talking about, can we play Uno? Take your ass to the kid table.
Okay.
We don't do that shit. Go sit with the kids and play Xbox or something. But grown folks over here, we drinking Hennessy and we playing spades. Okay. Tip number 8, actually. If you didn't bring nothing, you don't get nothing. That's just how I feel at our household. If you ain't bring shit, you gonna eat what you brought, which is nothing.
What if you bring that family member that ain't got no car?
That's a good deal.
Well, stop by the store and pick
Well,
something.
you brought the family member.
I better bring
Yeah,
the-
I heard that.
No.
No, you better
If
bring
you don't
some
bring
chips.
anything, you gonna
gotta
eat
bring
what
the
you
chips.
brought, which is nothing.
Ty, what about that? Now, Ty, you got older elders in your family that need a ride to the.
And we gonna stop by family food on the way to the house.
I bet the elders, they probably cook. They probably bring something, Jello or
I don't give a fuck what it is. Bring something.
Don't just bring yeah.
Bring a bottle of something.
Huh?
A bottle of something.
Yeah, bring
Chips.
something. But like Shay said, just don't bring your ass.
Yeah.
Don't bring that. All right. And tip number 9, don't bring that cheap shit. Okay, them flimsy ass paper plates where you gotta stack 3, 4 of them. No, don't bring that cheap shit to the house.
The ones that
man.
leak through
Yeah.
and they don't hold anything.
Then you can't even make a good to-go plate because
By the time you done
You have to fold it like a taco to get it to like walk wherever you're going.
now you got green juice leaking all in your back
you
seat
gotta
and
hold
shit.
your whole hand.
Oh, the bottom of this baby.
Going nowhere with that to go.
Yeah, don't bring that cheap ass pop. As soon as I pour it, it's flat. Like, okay, Mountain Dew, but you
Dr.
bring
Thunder.
Moon Mist, Dr. Thunder.
Dr. Thunder.
Yeah,
Yep.
don't bring that bullshit. Yeah. And tip number 10, man, just have a good fucking time. No drama. One of my biggest pet peeves, I hate when people bring up bullshit on a holiday. They
Yeah.
bring up shit that you should have took care of on Columbus Day. So don't come over here on Thanksgiving talking about, well, back in 1996, let it go.
You've had years to heal from that.
Yes. So I hate when people bring bullshit drama on a positive day. So, if you don't know how to act, keep your ass
Was
where
it
you
like
at.
family drama, politics, religion, or like the 3
Yeah, don't bring that shit.
Well, you had to use 96 though.
Shit, I don't know. That's the first year I came up with.
That's your year.
Where you graduated in 96?
Yeah, I think you took a shot.
Well, we
right
just
there.
talked about that. Yeah, it's fine.
Sorry.
I like how they look over here, both of us, like those 90 graduates.
If it's as old as when Juvenile took over for the 99 and 2000, don't
We
bring
did
that
talk
shit
about
up.
that. We talked about how
Yeah.
good the clubs were back. You remember
Yeah.
how good the clubs were in the 90s and late
Sure.
early 2000s?
Yeah.
They don't know that because they were in like elementary school.
Well, because they were backing ass up we was at the school dance.
Listen,
You were at your elementary dance backing that ass up.
Yep.
I was at the club. It's
Yeah.
not the same.
Well, for us it was the same.
that was
You're at the skating rink
Yeah.
holding hands and
Backing that ass
backing that
up.
ass up.
I
I
was
auditioned to that song 9th grade year for dance team.
Uh-oh.
did?
I love
Did
that.
you make the team?
Oh no, she get it from your mama.
Oh.
Y'all made it.
Are we
What's
surprised?
What song was this?
Libby.
Oh yeah, you could have
Oh.
they would have brought anybody on.
Oh,
Oh, well, damn.
He wants the energy.
damn.
I played tennis and was on band. I was talented.
Look at you.
Very.
Backing that ass up. She got it from her mama.
And when my mama found out, she told that ass. After putting the mushrooms in the
Yeah. You're like, we're even now.
I thought you said play tennis. I was like,
Yeah.
I went straight there. Let me come back. You said tennis. Okay, Libby had a
Tennis.
tennis.
Oh, you were sitting there trying to figure out what titties is.
Man, I was like, she played
She
tennis.
said she was multi-talented. She wants to play that titty.
I was there with you. I was like, she was good.
Multi-talented
She was
titty
all
player.
state.
Wow.
Oh, you should put that on a t-shirt. All state titty.
See, I was with you.
Some all state titty.
That was like the nut thing. My bad. I had to come back. You said tennis. Oh, I didn't.
Tennis.
Oh,
Tennis.
With an S.
Tennis.
Okay.
With a T and an
How,
S.
how was that?
Commercial.
Tennis.
Yo,
titties.
that was just with T, and that was 10
Like, I
things
can't
of
get
what
through
you
this.
should or should not do at a Black Thanksgiving.
Well, I now know.
We Black explained it for you.
You definitely black explained that for me. I
Yes,
appreciate
there
that.
you go. All right. Well, speaking of all things Black, it's time for Ask the White
Yeah.
Girl.
Finally,
She been waiting the whole damn show for that.
I know.
Yeah. So what do you have for us for Ask the White Girl today?
We got my video. You got my videos?
Yeah, we got them.
All right, well, let's play them. We got the first video is Rel, and he has a question. It's actually kind of a serious one. And then we have Melinda, who is going to do Ask the White Girl Flipped.
All right.
And you guys get to answer a question as well.
All right, let's go ahead and get into it.
Hey, white girl, when you were a kid, did your parents tell you to stay away from people of color?
I didn't have a food one. Usually, like these wouldn't do food ones, but
all right. Well, that was a lot.
Yeah. So, I actually thought it was a really good question because at this point we've answered quite a few Ask the White Girl questions, but I do think that's a pretty good. I'm going to answer it for me, and then I'm going to answer it for like the rest of the story. Have Ron and Shirley ever told me as a kid to stay away from people of color? No, absolutely not. In fact, my parents, despite what my parents' old school views might be on certain situations, and more my grandparents coming up through different times, like all of our grandparents came up through different times. Never have I ever in my family ever been told stay away from this person, that person. In fact, I can actually credit my parents, my grandparents, everybody in my family for just being very accepting. And like, I would have gotten my ass beat if I was like, I'm not going to be around, or, we accept everybody in my family. That doesn't mean that there wasn't different values and different lack of understanding about certain races and cultures and religions. But the one thing my parents always raised me to do was make sure that you include people, you love people, regardless. So no, that was never a thing. I do remember when I was a kid, I may have told this story at one point. I remember when I was a kid, my grandmother, who obviously is older and came up in a different generation, took me to this toy store, and I found this Cabbage Patch doll. It was a black Cabbage Patch doll, and I wanted it really, really bad. And it was like the cutest thing. I still actually have it somewhere in, I think, my parents' house. And I remember my grandma had to call my mom and just to ask to make sure it was okay, because she wasn't sure how she would feel about me bringing home a doll of a different race. And she calls my mom and she's like, "Why are you actually calling me? Like, do you not want to buy her a toy? Like, you don't have to buy her a toy." And she's like, "No, I just want to make sure." She goes, "I don't care what she brings home. Buy it for her if you want to. Like, she can have whatever she wants. That's not how we are in this house." And I was little. I mean, I was Cabbage Patch little. And that still sticks out to me to this day, that like my parents were like, "Why are you even calling me?" And I think that was just kind of shaped that they just wanted me to be accepting of everybody around me. It doesn't matter what race or religion, culture. I mean, that doesn't mean that they didn't have different beliefs, but as far as my family, never. Now, do I believe that there are people who are in the white community out there who definitely have had people in their lives that have said, "I think you should stay away from people of different, whether it's races or religions or ethnicities"? Yeah. I mean, I think, unfortunately that's the case. And that's part of the reason why we do this, is to break down some of that. And I think a lot of it, again, is just lack of understanding, lack of knowledge, fear of what's unknown. And I think not enough people get into other cultures to know other cultures or to even want to try. So do I think that there are people in the white community who had that upbringing? Yeah. Do I think it's right? No. Do I think that people should step out of that and like start learning about other people? Absolutely. But in my personal life, never. And maybe that's I just have never in my life. Even growing up in a small town where there wasn't a lot of diversity in any respect, race, religion, ethnicity, anything.
Where are you from?
I grew up in Waterville, actually. Yeah, went to Anthony Wayne. So not a lot of diversity at all. But you would never know. Like in my life, it was just always. We did go to church in Toledo, so we did get out and got to meet different people in different areas. But yeah, I mean, it's just always you accept everybody. Doesn't matter what.
Right.
So I appreciate that. That was my upbringing.
That's what's up. Shout out to Ron and Shirley.
Ron and Shirley. They did a lot of things, maybe not as great, and that was one thing that I think that they did good for me.
That's dope. So, and I mean, they obviously did a good job because that memory sticks out to you.
It does. It really does, and it always has, and it's always been something that I appreciated.
Absolutely. All right, let's go ahead and get into questions.
Oh wait, before that, did you come up with a question?
No, I'm just gonna start shopping in Waterville. They got some really nice shopping.
Do they? Because I really don't shop there a lot.
I got a question.
Oh, Waterville hitting right now, and I went to Southview, so kicking Anthony Wayne's tail was big business.
Oh, I know, and you guys were actually super good back in the day. I remember.
Yeah. All right, let's
go.
You
had a question.
She got asked white girl.
You gonna do it now?
I got it. Hey, white girl.
Yeah.
Why do white people feel the need to tell a black story when they get around black people?
A black story, like what?
Like just anything that'll relate to
Like that one time that I hung out with my one black friend.
Yeah, like those type of stories.
Here's what I think the answer is. I don't know, but I think the answer is this. When people don't know or they don't get out around people of another race or another culture, I think the instinct of humans is to like form some sort of common bond. And I think maybe that might be why, like, oh, I remember this one. I'm sorry, I'm like literally did not mean to grab your leg. I'm like over here hitting you. I think what happens is that they are like, okay, how do I form a common bond? And if I don't get out much and I don't know people of different races, or like I don't really have a lot to say. But I remember that one time that I had that one experience with my one black friend, and we went here, and that's just how they may try to form some sort of common bond or commonality. I think so. I mean, I think that might be when you look at race and other like religion, ethnicity, all those other things. I think that sometimes we get uncomfortable. We don't know what to say, so we want to try to relate.
Yeah, I can see that.
And but again, if people start putting themselves in situations where they're just observing, asking questions, like you don't have to tell a story. Like I'm not even talking about white people. If you're different from somebody, you don't have to tell a story. Like I could just listen and ask questions, but not job interview style, but just like ask questions and find the right people, because some people will get offended if you ask questions, but find the right people, ask the questions, hear what they have to say, learn. And then you won't feel like you have to all of a sudden tell the story about that one time that I was around people that were different. Because really what ends up happening is that you can just have that experiences with people that are different than you and similar to you, whatever you're thinking. It's a good question.
All right.
You explained that really well.
Yeah,
Your professional development.
That was my professional development, my work voice, my telemarketer, old school telemarketer voice.
Yes.
That was a great question. All right, let's flip it.
All right, let's go ahead and get into question number 2. So this is
Melinda at Lenny's, actually.
Yes, what you're gonna shout them out in a minute.
Yeah.
So all right, let's go ahead and get into it.
Hey, white girl, ask your black friends, why is it acceptable that you guys always need to wash meat? You said chicken.
I was a little drunk. I'm sorry. Like she said meat, and I could not stop laughing that she said meat. If you didn't hear that, she said, "Hey, white girl, ask your black friends, why do they always find it acceptable to have to wash their meat or chicken specifically?"
Because meat is nasty.
Yes, there's so many germs and bacteria. It's just
dirty as fuck.
It's more sanitary, like to clean your meat.
Yes.
I was actually laughing because like she works in food service. That's why we were covering this.
Yes.
And we were kind of giggling about that because it's actually a lot more unsanitary to wash your meat and spread germs all over your kitchen. Unless you're going to instantly bleach every ounce of the sink, the area around it. That's just like food safety, like food safe.
Yeah.
And so we we're kind of laughing about that. So like, actually it's not necessarily going to get rid of the bacteria. I mean,
girl, my ancestors been doing for 400 years and we ain't been dead
I'm
yet.
with you.
So,
and you know what? I grew up with my mom. She literally, if my mom found me not washing anything, she would flip, because that's like, she's very much like, you wash your meat. I don't, because I don't want to get bacteria all over my kitchen. But.
Yeah. I will say to my black friends though, don't wash your meat in the fucking sink. Put that shit in the bowl. Okay. Because there are black people who will just season their meat in the sink or wash your meat in the sink.
Yeah.
Get a bowl, wash it, season it.
Or a flat pan or something.
Yeah, something. But don't be putting that shit all in you.
All over the sink and counter. And
yeah, that shit is just nasty and trifling.
So is it just chicken that you're washing, or are we washing like
No. So all men wash your meat.
Yes, we agree with that. We definitely believe in man meat being washed.
We talked about clean hygiene.
Yes.
Wash your gooch.
If you have a man meat.
Oh, I thought you were talking. Oh.
Yes. I don't know what is happening with these sound effects over here. He just found the button. Yes. So if you are a man and you have man meat, please wash it.
Yes.
While you're cooking.
While you're cooking. If you not while you're cooking, do it before, and wash your hands before you cook. Because I don't need that man meat all over my actual meat.
Because that's a lot of meat.
That's a lot of meat. It's a lot of bacteria happening.
Ain't nothing like being meaty.
Right. All right.
Well,
can I ask mine? I have a flipped question for you guys.
Okay.
It's a food one. Why is it that every time I go to any of my black friends or family's houses that I'm not saying you, because maybe you don't. Why do they not believe in refrigerating condiments? Like literally, like I don't know. I grew up. You put like barbecue sauce and hot sauce in the refrigerator.
You're supposed to?
Yeah, like literally, even the ones that say refrigerate, like literally refrigerate after opening. And I will go in their pantry, and I'm like, why in the fuck is that in the pantry? It should be refrigerated. I'm just saying, in white houses, that's not a thing. So I'm just wondering why we don't refrigerate condiments that say please refrigerate.
I personally refrigerate everything except hot sauce.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't refrigerate hot sauce, but I refrigerate ketchup, mustard,
barbecue
sauce,
sauce,
ranch.
A1.
But maybe not so much barbecue sauce because in the refrigerator it gets thick. It'd be thick.
Like the food. I'm just
still gotta warm it up. Yeah, if it says refrigerator after opening on the bottle, I refrigerate it. I really have a thing to where if it's sitting in the cabinet and it's open, I'm reluctant to use it.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Because I will hot sauce I will use out of the refrigerator because I know you don't have to refrigerate hot sauce. But if there's stuff in that, I don't know. It's hard for me. Do you refrigerate condiments?
No, I don't put no condoms in the refrigerator.
I didn't think condoms. My lord, where is your brain? Sky I'm pretty sure if you put condoms in the refrigerator, they're going to be more likely to break. So that's a good solid.
I went to pick it and these words and this. The wording that you're using.
Do you refrigerate your barbecue sauce and hot sauce and ketchup and mustard on A1 sauce or whatever else you have, or do you not?
For all my meat, yeah.
You said what with your meat?
I put all the seasonings. Yes.
Seasonings? I said you refrigerate them. I didn't say do you rub it in your meat. What in the
moving right on. We put all that.
So you refrigerate it. Shay refrigerates everything but hot sauce, and you said you don't refrigerate shit.
I do refrigerate. I said ketchup, mustard, ranch,
but not barbecue sauce.
Not barbecue sauce or hot sauce.
Okay.
You don't put your ranch in the refrigerator?
Yeah, he said ranch.
I said ranch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And ranch is one that I'm not talking about. I don't know. Sometimes I open up these cabinets. I'm like, oh my god, that's refrigerated only.
They don't refrigerate the barbecue sauce at McDonald's, and y'all still ask for it.
Can I ask you a follow up to this?
It's not in the refrigerator.
But it's in
my barbecue sauce is in
the sealed.
It's sealed.
My barbecue sauce at the top.
It says refrigerate after opening.
Can I ask a follow up to this refrigeration question? What about leftovers? Because there's also times that I will be at my friends' and family's houses, and there's like leftovers they cook for lunch, like still chilling on the stove at like I don't know midnight, and then they like heat it up and eat it. And it happens. It's not just like one or it's just like eventually it gets refrigerated, but like sits out for like hours and then it's eaten. And I'm not just talking about like one or two. I'm talking like most of my friends and family that houses I've been to. I don't know.
It's a little late night snack.
Yeah, if it's the same day, I don't.
Yeah,
like I don't like. Okay, so it depends on the food, but if it's the same day, some things don't taste the same if you put it in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Like it's already one thing you already got to warm it up in the microwave, but to put it in the refrigerator and microwave, you must.
So like you don't worry about food
like chicken. I don't put that shit in the refrigerator. That shit out. Cause once you put it in the refrigerator, you got to reheat it. It's nasty.
I got thick skin.
Yeah.
I feel like this is what I'm starting to feel like. I do feel like
the only thing that's thick on you.
Well, there we talked about that. We talked about that titty, all state titty game you got going on over there. I'm just saying, I don't know.
That up. Y'all blame me. I'm sorry.
I will say, you guys must have stomachs to steal it. Food safety, and I don't feel like I'd be sick after like. Well, there we go. There's one difference we have found between I feel like people who are white, people who are black, is the refrigeration of condiments.
So as soon as you cook, you put your shit in the refrigerator?
I mean, once it cools, like it's not it's not days, it's not like the whole day. Like it's cool, and I put the shit in the refrigerator, and then if I get it out later, I reheat it.
That's too much work. Just leave it.
Okay, I got a question.
Yeah.
When you refrigerate your food, how do you put in plastic containers? How do you cover your food back up? Do you put the pots back in the refrigerator?
It just depends on what it is, honestly.
What about you, Shay? How do you put your food back in after you cook it?
It's either if it's in the pot, either the lid or foil if it's a pan. And if it's small enough to go in a bowl, there it is.
I put mine in the Tupperware. I'm not putting the whole pot.
Yeah, I almost never put a whole pot in my refrigerator.
Yeah, no.
But I'd boil a pan with like foil in it.
Yeah.
Also, you put the pot tie back in. You take that.
I take it out and I put it in Tupperware.
You ain't put no pot in your refrigerator.
Hell no. No, we ain't doing that. But I will. But you know what? I'm glad we sent this. I want to tell all my black people, throw them spaghetti stain bowls away. Okay, they'll be sitting there with the orange ring at the bottom of the damn thing. Throw them away. Throw them away. Throw them away.
I mean, they get stained after 1 year.
And I'm talking to myself too, because I got a couple I need to throw away.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm over here.
Thank you.
What in the world is that?
Don't
that was a spaghetti.
That sounded like the whole ass Cheers theme song or something. I don't know where that came from.
We're gonna clip that out.
That's fine. Red, stop touching buttons.
All right. Well, that was Ask the White Girl. We appreciate you, white girl.
Thank you for answering my question. It's been bothering me for a very long time.
Well, I'm glad we could help you here.
Not condoms, about things that you put sauces. Sauces is what I'm going to say, because
I'm glad we can help you here, white girl.
I got more, but this is for today. This is good.
Yeah. All right.
One thing at a time.
Yes. All right. We're gonna go ahead and go to a commercial break. We gotta pay some bills, and when we come back, we're gonna talk to Mr. Montrice himself, MrHearMe. And I mean, shit, feel like we didn't already got a lot of questions.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and
don't go nowhere, because it's about to get
me. Like, if you thought it was spicy then, there's no meat happening.
Meaty. Let's season this thing.
Seasoned meat.
Seasoned meat.
Coming up.
Right.
All right, y'all. We about to tap in. We'll be right back.
Mud Talk is the only show that brings you the latest in music, news, and fashion, and keeping your ears to the streets while you grind and shine. Hosted by Big T, Shay Renee, Amy, and your boy Red. Be sure to tap into Mud Talk every single Friday, starting at 8 p.m. live on Facebook and YouTube. And catch us the next day, wherever you stream your podcast.
Mic in her mouth. Man, my mic sounds
Slap it in my face.
Why not?
What's good, y'all? We back here on Mud Talk. And before we do anything else, we got to shout out our sponsor. We need to shout out Lenny's Bar, one of our favorite places that we like to go. Lenny's is located at 5444 Airport Highway. They have the best drinks, the best people, and the best prices in town. So make sure you stop by Lenny's Bar. Again, that is located at 5444 Airport Highway. So make sure you get into it. And it's actually where Mud Talk was created.
Where it all started.
So yeah, so go ahead and get into it. So
they
shout
got
out.
kitchen.
They got pizza.
They do.
They got pizza.
They have.
I will eat that pizza all day.
Yes.
All right, we going to Lenny's then. I'm treating everybody tonight. How about that?
Hey, don't play with my emotions.
I don't play.
Oh,
I got PPP money left. Let's go.
Yeah, PPP money. Nice.
Hey, can I borrow about $5?
That's all you need.
She's like, I'll buy you pizza.
Titty pizza, man.
Not titty pizza.
Okay.
All right.
Told y'all that. Spicy.
All right, y'all. So we got.
Hear me?
I don't know what the fuck
you.
I'm hearing. I don't know. It's very. We'll do that. There you go. Good there.
She like playing with the mic.
Y'all a lot today.
You know why I like playing with the mics? Because when I don't play with the mics, then Ty's like, oh, well, there's times you couldn't hear people.
Well,
we're gonna hear you.
No, it's not that we couldn't hear Amy. Amy likes to do a lot of moving around.
Well, that's why I got it now. That's
so
good.
you talk.
Well, but there's some guests too where you're like, we should have put the mic. There was a time that Red didn't even have a mic in front of his mouth for half an episode. So
well, that's true too. Yeah,
so we got this.
So, all right. Well, we're going to tap in right now. As you can see, we have Mr. Montrice Terry in the building. He's not only just MrHearMe, but he's also a community advocate as well as an event host and just does so many dope stuff in the community, dope things in the community. So we appreciate you for stopping by. But before we get into anything about that, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. So you know what? I just want to say thank you to Mud Talk. Y'all really dope in here. Like, it's really good energy and vibe.
We appreciate you for stopping by.
Yeah, so I appreciate the invite because you know when. So y'all next guest just know it's really good people, good energy in here, and that helps, and that helps even when people sharing their story. A little bit about me: Toledo, Ohio, South Side.
South side of the building.
Yeah.
Shout out to Unique who's watching.
What's up, cousin? Yeah, that's first cousin.
She's the queen of the South Side.
Queen of the South. I love that.
Yeah.
And so went to Pickett and went to McTide, Springfield, Southview. What up, dog? Then went to college in Chicago, and then I went to the greatest historical Black college in the world, Tuskegee University.
Shout out to
Tuskegee, Alabama. And if y'all don't know anything about it, just Booker T. Washington, George Washington Carver, the Tuskegee Airmen, Lionel Richie about to pull in this park. Hello. Tom Joyner, and great folks like us.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, so how did you get involved as far as community work?
Man, we just do it. I go to work every single day, and I ain't been to work yet.
I love that.
Just do it. Just do it. And it really just kind of started with the whole community piece. And most of y'all haven't. We had this tournament in the summer times over at Savage Park, also known as City Park, each summer. So early 2000s, I was a part of it. I was on the microphone, keeping the energy, kind of like what y'all doing here, keeping people engaged that wasn't engaged in the basketball. And so it just grew to what it is known for now, even with anything, the trying times with the City Park basketball over at Savage Park. So that just really gave the opportunity to continue to do work, because what really took place was folks saying, if y'all ever been out there, Shay, you ever been out to the park?
Yes.
Ty, you ever been out to the park?
Absolutely. I performed at City Park one time.
Red, you ever been out to the park? I used to. Levy.
You ever heard
about the tournaments at City Park?
Fuck up. You're gonna shut the fuck up. Yes, I have been to the park.
Oh, I said good stuff. And seeing one thing about that, the park, we all know about it. It has brought a lot of people together. Yeah. And the gentleman that started it, he said, Montrice, if you're gonna lead, be a part of it. Shout out to Uncle G, rest in peace, Carlton. Cedric, aka Prophet, he had a big part in it. His dad, Fon, started it, and he said, just remember, everybody is somebody at City Park.
Absolutely.
So when I had a chance to be a part of the park and be on the mic, I always wanted to make people feel a part of it.
That's what's up. So now, was community work something that you always wanted to do?
It was, and what took place was, so I never played basketball at City Park. If y'all think about Shaquille O'Neal, I'm like Shaquille Oatmeal. And so me playing, Amy on that basketball court with all them, it ain't work. Yeah. And so what happened was I was working in social service field and working with businesses and entrepreneurs, and I was like, man, all these people, this is the service. People need the resources and services out here. These are the entrepreneurs. So Ty, that's how we got into serving the community and doing things in the community, because I seen everybody at the park. And anytime somebody start a business or want to help people, they always got to find the people. We didn't have to find nobody. Everybody was coming to the park.
Right. Now, when you started the City Park League, it was a lot of people that was out there. It was definitely a dope vibe. And I know that the city gave you a hard time as far as things that were happening at the park. What were some of the strategies that you used in order to kind of reduce the things that were kind of complaining about?
Being consistent. And I'll say that to every last one of us that's in here. Know your purpose and not really letting anyone make a decision on your purpose. I saw a product or I saw an entity at the park that really, it was for us. It worked for us. It didn't mean it had to be right or wrong, but it worked for us. Anytime you can get thousands of people to come into a inner city park with no police every weekend, and the cable, man, we had the cable at the park. Like the cable man only like coming to our house now, and we had the cable at the park.
Right.
And so with those challenges, what happened with anything, and that's the same thing you guys will experience as you continue to grow in success, you're going to meet with challenges. And so the city and other officials was like, oh man, they making all this money at the park. If you ever did anything or completed a goal or task, it costs. And so we was able to internally raise the money through teams, players signing up on the rosters, and then we just got everybody to buy in. Give here, we'll give back. And it really created a dope sense. And so what took place was our city officials at the time, and there was just a quick story. So at the time that City Park really took off, 2008, Libby going to the state championship, Mama Puddin, Jay March, all the Libby folks going to the state playoff game. Cardi Finkbeiner was the mayor at the time. Coach Bates, Larry Sykes, councilman, and Uncle G and Carlton, who kind of headed up the park, wanted to keep the guys out of trouble for the summer. He went to Coach Bates. Hey, Coach Bates, you think we can get the park we can get the kids playing up at the park, up at Savage Park, formerly known as City Park? Coach Bates like, okay, let me talk to Larry Sykes, because he was a big Libby fan. Larry Sykes was Cardi Finkbeiner. Yeah, let's keep them out of trouble. So what ended up taking place, they let the guys organize the basketball league at Savage Park. But what happened then after Cardi Finkbeiner left, you get Jack Ford, you get all these other mayors that wasn't under their umbrella, so it came with the hate. And it was, well, we didn't start it. What y'all doing? And it's too many. They ticketing cars and just harassing because it wasn't under their leadership. So we know that a lot of that happens when something that's Toledo, when it doesn't come under their energy, they don't have the same energy.
Yeah.
And so that's what we saw with a lot of our city officials, and things have gotten a lot better now over the years. But that's kind of how the backstory went.
So do you feel like that the other administrators who came in, do you think they were upset because it was causing too many problems, or do you feel like they just didn't understand what was going on?
They didn't understand and couldn't control it. Anytime you can bring that many people together and not be included and not include them in their decision making, because at the end of the day, it's just basketball.
Right.
We just brought bells and whistles and food trucks, and what y'all gonna do? Take the rims down?
Yeah.
And so if that's the case, we just gonna go across the street, play the music, and bring the food truck. So it was really, and we learned this later on, unless you take the rims down, what you telling people they can't go play basketball?
Right.
We just happen to bring the bells and the whistles and the people, which you're supposed to do at a park.
Yeah.
So,
but they didn't have the control. So they didn't like that.
They didn't like
Amy, girl, you wasn't with the park.
I know a few things.
She went to a couple games.
Yeah, but that was a large part of it.
Yeah. So what made you guys stop doing the tournaments?
So what took place in the last recent years was, it's a lot of work. And when I say work, everybody has to play their position and enjoy playing their position. And what took place, we had some safety concerns that really made us really look at how do we restructure, as opposed to, I'll give you a case, y'all done all seen it, one game going on and everybody watching one game. No, we in a different time. We gotta have a lot of activities around the basketball. And it was really said one time, I think it was fitting for us, someone said that it was like a big family reunion. You had the splash pad, you had the bouncy houses, you had vendors and all these things. So you really have to make it more than just one game. And so what took place was that one game, we had a couple of incidents that just required some different approaches. And we haven't really been able to map that out. One thing I will say about the city of Toledo, from all levels, from the streets to the suites, we have got an enormous amount of respect now. They ask us, when are we going to do it? What can they do to keep it going? Why isn't it going? So we have to make sure that we also let, to your point though, too, Ty, our family, friends, adults, and kids, act like you got some sense. Like,
Facts. Yeah.
And one thing about the park, it protects itself. Like for all those years, everybody, if you got out of line, somebody was gonna handle you, or you was gonna take it down the street and not really do it at the park. And then just because of that kind of loosening up, and now things are happening while we're playing basketball, and we're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where we lost the.
Can't have nice things.
Engage. We got to keep people busy.
Yeah.
So
It is.
Yeah.
Or like phone call earlier. What you want me to do all day? And that's how our kids were. They like, you ain't giving us nothing to do. So now we got to have something for them to do.
Yeah. So I saw that you guys recently, or you not more so recently, but you also restructure how CPL is moving. You guys are more like a community resource hub. Tell us more about that.
Well, that's a great question. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's the journalism kicking in. I knew you wanted to say it.
With that, and I'm glad you noticed, and it has always been, again, I never played basketball at City Park in the league or anything, but I saw its benefits. So my goal was to, if I'm going to be a part of this and help lead this, how can we always make it more than basketball? And it was also a tactic for when the naysayers or folks that don't want it, Shay, it's hard to stop something when you got kids cleaning up the park and we paying them, and then all of a sudden you say they can't go play. How can the kids clean up and then y'all tell them they ain't got nowhere to play? So Ty, what was going on was we was creating other avenues so that it was seen as more than just basketball. And I'll give you a scenario. Remember the softball games that used to be up at Robinson?
Yes.
And everybody used to go up to Robinson, and they had the incident up there, and it shut it down. Anytime, especially in Toledo, if you only have it as one isolated thing, they can attack that. If the softball or even with this platform that you guys have, and you bring on city officials and leadership and things like that, it's hard to refute it because it has success.
Right.
And so that's what CPO ended up doing, finding other ways to stay active. So if we did do an activity that had some drama or some tension, can we work on maybe doing it a little different, making it more, as opposed to just ending it?
Yeah.
If that makes sense, Shay?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Wait a minute, I gotta ask Shay, what you hear me say? Because she was looking, what you just hear me say with all that?
That was a straight up educator question right there. Literally look at my students and be like, what did you just hear me say?
The way so what did you hear me say about what city park when he asked me about city park?
Well, you basically said that we got to provide a event for the kids and not bring all the drama.
She was asleep.
She missed the whole. I got you though. She missed that whole segment. But
what you say, but no, that's it, Ty. It was to make sure if they do incidents do happen,
Yes.
and they be like, "Oh man, shut down city park."
Yeah,
why you gonna shut down the city park?
Because we got all this other stuff going on.
Other stuff going on. So
I always look at that. That's how I've always looked at it. Like if I'm doing everything I can do to help others, you can't argue with that.
Absolutely.
Because I'm doing things to help other people. So what if something bad happens? I'm still helping other people.
And
still
I'm
helping
looking for
with
a
resources.
solution.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm looking for solutions. And the thing is that whether you, like he said, take down the basketball or shut down the park, something's going to happen at the park, regardless if CPL is going on or not. So
it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
But it's probably less likely if you have a whole bunch of people around there doing positive, productive things than if it's just left unattended. And
yes,
they'll do,
absolutely. Right. Now, not only have you done community work, or not only do you do community work, but you're also an event host, and you have hosted a lot of events, a lot of places. So, how did you get started with just even hosting events?
This always gets me. Give me a moment.
Do you need a tissue?
I do.
We have some.
There's some. I mean, I feel like if I reach over there, I don't know if you want all that. I don't know what's in there. Last time we sipped on that, it was a lot of tequila and agenda margaritas.
I
but
accidentally went for the cup.
Water.
You went for the titty games.
Man,
we are very stuffed in here. I told you that. There's a lot of milk. A lot of grabbing.
Because I went straight for the cup and it was on.
Right.
We can definitely, we'll just.
I feel violated.
We're gonna rewind on that.
He's getting me right now.
Allegedly.
Don't do this to me.
Wait, she's not gonna do it now. It's gonna come out in like 10 years. She'll be like, I remember that one time on the podcast that you grabbed my titty game.
Oh man!
But Unique said he has the gift of gab.
Love it.
I'm up now.
You up?
That's all we needed was a little titty grab. Now she's good. Now we know how to wake her up.
And if anybody knows Unique, that's because she knows she got 45 years of this.
The gift of gab.
Yeah, she even wrote a book, and
I heard.
Yeah,
I read it.
You were the
and I was the one in there. Yeah, that was she know. So that's just kind of what happened at City Park, other than reaching for the Sprite.
And event hosting.
We're moving down. Now we're moving on to event hosting.
Yeah, so and then just doing hosting the basketball games at City Park, and then getting in the media, and then it just kind of went from there. And that's why I just really encourage each and every last one of you to don't just talk, speak. This isn't just a mud talk podcast, speak, because there's other opportunities that's going to come before you.
We getting out there. Shout out to Eddie Bauer from Hot 97.3. Hope you watching.
Shout out Eddie Bauer, like the store,
Eddie Bauer,
like the clothing
Big
store?
Eddie Bauer, no, like Big Eddie Bauer from Hot 97.
But like there's a
it's
store.
pronounced like that.
Oh, okay, but it's spelled different.
It's
Radio.
spelled.
I feel like I'm
Local radio.
I got that.
Are you asking how it's
I'm
pronounced?
asking if it was pronounced and
Yes.
spelled the same as the store.
Yes, it is.
I got the 97 hot whatever. I got that part.
Yes.
Hot 97.
Shout out to Hot 97.3.
But I got you. Yeah, I heard you.
You heard me? Okay, good.
Hot 97. I listen to that sometimes.
That's good.
and he was dope. Everybody remember Big Eddie Bauer.
Absolutely.
And so every time y'all click on this camera, somebody's watching you. So
Yeah.
continue to have fun. Continue.
So he's watching you grab people's tits over there.
Oh,
Yeah, and you know what's so funny is
I'm trying to heal.
I'm sorry.
You won't let it go.
It's true.
Oh,
We can do. I'll give you free counseling after the show. I got you.
You never know what somebody likes about your personality
Mhm.
that will attract other folks, because there's a target demographic for every last one of your talents.
Absolutely.
There's somebody out there that wants to be engaged with what you're doing. So don't take this lightly. This
Big facts.
We take it very seriously.
Oh, we do.
Clearly, you can tell how.
Yes.
What's your favorite event that you've hosted? Like, what's
Damn, that was my question.
We just need to move on.
I was trying to. I was about
got you. All right, sorry. This is Ty's question.
Well, go. So, Mr. Hear Me, what has been your favorite event that you hosted?
Man, the preschool.
Because that was my goddamn question.
Y'all are embarrassing
Hey,
me.
you know what? I got you back for last time when you filled me in.
No.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So what's your favorite event that you hosted?
A repast. I kept everybody alive at the funeral service.
Wow.
That's very important.
Yeah.
It is.
I love that answer.
Yeah.
And I was just joking, but since we're gonna go there, but no, I had a chance to, and it's interesting because now you even get booked to run the order of service for homegoing celebrations. And the reason why is because we know those are sometimes a lot of somber.
Mhm.
And then let's face it, how many of us really go back to church? So somebody that has a little bit of church up and you don't walk when the pastor talking and walk around. So having that opportunity, and then the preschool prom, that was the citywide preschool prom
dope.
with Kelly. I understand that she's going to be on my cousin Unique's podcast. But
Yes, tomorrow, 12 p.m. Tap in, y'all, right
Yep.
here on Many Faces.
Do it.
That preschool prom, the kids and their families from 2 to 5 years old, so dope. And it was downtown at the Glass City. And we talking about maybe 600 2 to 5-year-olds.
Wow.
And when we give them a chance to do their little fashion show and they get to walk in their preschool prom outfits, it's just
I can only imagine.
yeah, you go. And so we got to get Mud Talk.
We gonna be in there. Well, I don't know about the preschool prom, but we gonna be.
I'll go to the preschool prom. I'll look at
and interview the kids and just trying. Oh man, you know that time because
we not a fan.
Catch them early.
Hey, yeah, that's true. We did do an Ask the White Girl. We did have a kid ask me an Ask the White Girl question.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, it was cute.
Yes.
Oh man, that'll be great.
Yes. Now you've also been hosting events down at the Bay too, which is a club here locally, and I think they've had some concerts and stuff that've been happening. Who were some of the artists that you got to work with down there?
Well, the Bay was the first time it was had an opportunity at the Bay.
Okay.
With Donnell Jones and Changing Faces, but just over the last 20-some years of hosting all of your big names, Shaka Khan, Rick Ross, Life.
Does he really have a fupa? I need to know.
What's
We
that?
talk a lot about Rick Ross's fupa, so I just need to know about all this.
I don't know. He didn't.
He didn't show you?
Yeah, he had. I had big Rick Ross.
No, big. Okay, I got it.
Not the skinny one.
Not the skinny one.
Yeah, not this boy. Not needed Jeezy.
I didn't know men could have a fupa.
Well, you can't really, but like the area. I know what you're saying because it stands for something manly. Yeah. But like it's just the area. You know what I mean? Lower abdomen.
Just let us have this one. Dang.
Yeah.
What, the fupa?
Yeah.
You can have it. I don't want that.
Yeah.
It's Ross.
We were referring back to like a couple of other fupa times.
So
Well, she was saying because she wanted to bump fupas with Rick.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
Oh.
No, you said you can bump fupas with them. I said sure. Let's do
You
it.
said sure, yeah. Until he started doing that.
Then he did the weird shit, and then we don't bump fupas if you do weird shit.
I'll take you to his house.
So Al B. Shore and other. I had a chance to work with all of them.
Who is your favorite celebrity to work with?
Or working with or hosting. Let's see. I would probably have to say because they were just very enjoyable, and I didn't know he had one foot. One of them, the Yin Yang Twins. That was one of them had a shorter leg, and he had a special made shoe. And that was like the first time I really seen that artist. But the one with the beard, I can't think of his name, with the raspy voice.
Oh yeah.
I remember they came to the Glass City Expo.
Right? Is that the one that whispers? The raspy one that whispers?
Yeah, the one that whispers. Yeah. But they were so dope. Trina, all of them.
I love Trina.
Oh, I saw Trina in concert in Columbus, and I loved it.
No, I didn't did it across the country. I was in Alabama at the time.
They
came here,
have
though.
been here before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They came in the Glass City Expo years ago.
Is that the one with Sierra? Was that the glass?
They were here when the Bone Thugs and Harmony was here.
Oh,
yeah. I went to that as well. I've seen them twice. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, them play like y'all. Did y'all go to the Pro Medica concert?
I did.
I did.
was there for that one as well.
Yes.
How did y'all like that?
It was all right. I kind of came late, so I couldn't really.
You talking about like any of them or just like the ones?
Which one did you go to?
So I went to the one when SWV came here.
Okay, what do you think about them?
So first of all, SWV is like in my top 5 groups,
Okay.
R&B groups. I thought the energy was cool. You can't really control what people do. I know they asked respectfully to stop smoking weed, but you know, it is what it is. But I thought it was dope. And me personally, I think is dope to see our city have such big artists come to the city, from SWV to Patti LaBelle to I mean,
Diana
Snoop
Ross,
Dogg, Diana
all
Ross,
of
you know what I'm saying? Like
them.
all of that, like that's a major move for our city. So I thought that was dope. Shout
Did
out.
you ever got a chance?
I don't like people in crowds and concerts, to be honest. I'm like not a concert fan at all. I've gone to a few, but it's not my thing. I just, especially downtown, outside, people that create, I don't know. I just don't go. I don't even like concerts inside.
I don't know about read that comment.
No, but I heard about what's the one? It was one just that there was like Coolio and all them when they came. Remember?
I think
rest
I
in
got
peace,
canceled.
No, hey,
No, he was here.
That was
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
But
rest in
that
peace.
was-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did any of y'all go to that?
No.
Because I saw a lot of energy around when Coolio and all them was.
Yeah,
here.
the one this year got canceled. Like the one with Naughty. Well, it was supposed to be Naughty by Nature, but really was just Naughty because it was only half of Naughty by Nature.
It's naughty.
Naughty.
Why wasn't it nature? Why has it got to be naughty?
He thought about Trench. Trench
Okay,
was
all right, naughty.
Yes.
The way you said it, you're like, it was naughty.
Yeah, because it was Trench.
Yeah, I got you.
Nature went on a hiatus.
Yeah.
But yeah, so having those and like you said, the city bringing we had Spinderella, Johnny Gill, Fantasia. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
I remember Shaka Khan coming out, and it was probably about 20-some thousand people. And I remember us taking her to her dressing room, and she was like, "Oh my God, I didn't know it was so many people in Toledo." But she didn't know the tickets was only $15 and $25. So you're gonna see 20,000 folks in downtown Toledo. But it was an amazing experience.
Yeah, y'all better leave my Aunt Patty alone. Get her sick with that fish sandwich. Yeah, don't do that shit. Yeah, got my Auntie Patty sick and shit, man.
She had a Krabby Patty.
She did.
I had to go buy me a patty pie just to make up. Feel me? So not only are you a community activist and event host, but you, like you said, you graduated from one of the best HBCUs. What was your experience like going to Tuskegee University?
Oh man, let me sit up.
Sit up.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Here we go.
This one about to go. You know, we're gonna put this one.
Wait, before he gets started though, a little fun fact about him. So Treese was actually on y'all remember BET Hits from the Streets? He was actually on BET Hits from the Streets, and I saw that clip that he posted, and I was like, wow. First of all, how did you even get on BET Hits from the Streets? Were they just like on campus just filming, or
it was
wow.
Actually 106 in Park too. I sung the free on campus too. I had the whole campus singing too. But what happened? They come to campus, and you know, just sometimes, and I know each one of you are experiencing this. When you have an opportunity to put a camera on you, it's just in other places. The camera just seems to follow you, and you like, man, I'm here now.
Seems to follow him. Has nothing to do with his gift of gab or amazing personality.
Thank you.
I feel like you were gonna get out. You were like, I'm on it. It's happening. I don't care.
And so when they came to campus, he came, and of course it was on from there. So
that was dope. What was your experience like at Tuskegee?
Life changing. I had never been around that many black people in my life, and I'm black, so I can understand sometimes Waterville.
You know what?
Because it was because even when I went to Southview, I was like, oh, and then I didn't go to Scott or even San Lindy. So when I went to Tuskegee at the time, this was the early '90s, coming out of Chicago. It was the number one. It was the number one county in the United States with black leadership.
Wow.
And so it was kind of 86% black. And so you ain't seeing nothing. I remember the first, so we have a big game. It's the Turkey Day game. Tuskegee against Alabama State, like 50,000 black folks unapologetically. And we got into a fight with them. And I remember calling, and it was on ESPN, and it just got really crazy. I remember calling my mom like, I didn't see the most black people in my whole life in one area. Like it was a sight to see. And so having that experience, coming from Springfield, coming from Southview, going to a junior college and outside of Chicago, out in the northwest suburbs, and then going straight down south, I was like,
whoa.
Wow. So it was definitely, but it's changed my life for the rest of my life.
Yeah. What drew you to going to Tuskegee?
So what happened? I had a teammate who was being recruited by some other black colleges, and of course, you know, we from here. I heard about Central State and Wilberforce, but I'm like, I'm trying to go to Ohio State, Michigan, Bowling Green, Eastern Illinois, somewhere. Like, man, take a ride with me. So, like, all right, let's go see. And
That's what it was.
and ladies.
You saw those stallions.
Oh, I saw beautiful women from all walks of life. I'm talking about from all creeds. Because most people think it's just all black people that know. Actually, Tuskegee has #1 vet school in the country, and the percentage of whites is very high. Our engineering program, aerospace, so it has a very multifaceted of diversity at our HBCUs. I don't know if y'all seen the little video some years ago. The drumline guy, the white drumline guy that went viral in the streets. He was doing all the marching. So it's like it's a different culture and it's a different experience. So one thing about going to a HBCU, a historical black college and university, is that you get a chance to see genuine people all the time. I heard y'all talking the other day on the show about tailgating. You go to a black college tailgating? Yeah, I seen it. That's every day.
Yeah.
Everything. Come on, get some. And you ain't got to even show your tits.
Well, good. I'm glad to know. I guess we're going to Alabama now, so I can keep all of my clothing on.
Or whip your dick out.
Well, that was on you. You wanted to whip yours out.
No, I did not want to.
Is it past 9 o'clock?
It is. It is 9:22.
I'm pretty sure after 9 o'clock, we did this. It was 8.
We started cussing at 8:05.
As soon as the first 2 words were like, we're done.
Yeah. So if you had to talk to anyone or convince a student who's a high school senior about going to a HBCU, what would you tell them?
First of all, here in Toledo, make sure you come to. We're going to put together an initiative. First HBCU citywide career and recreational lock-in.
Let's go.
Nice.
What that is we get the college career experience first, and we're going to lock them in with the recreational activities and go through all of the fun stuff that you do at an HBCU.
Come to that.
That's good because I'm tired of driving my kids to Cleveland.
But I'm so glad that you did. And Canton. You took them to Canton too, right?
No, we're going to Cleveland tomorrow. But yeah, they have a big HBCU college fair in Cleveland every year, and they do swag surfing and all that other HBCUs. The stuff that's just lit. It's just a whole vibe.
Is there ice water there?
I talked to the organizer.
It's for kids.
Oh, yeah.
So there's no ice water there.
Safe travel.
Shout out to the Alphas.
So you said you have this planner. It's coming up. It's in the works.
Yeah, we're working with it. Looking to coming soon. Working with some entities in our city to make sure it happens. But it is the citywide HBCU career and recreational lock-in. So and the parents get to stay too. So that's what I really like.
They have to stay or they get?
No, they got to stay.
That was it. Yeah.
Y'all know what we was off air and I was talking about these kids. Like, yeah, the parents got to stay for these few hours with your kids, but y'all can have fun too.
Yeah.
So in terms of attracting or recruiting a student who may want to attend the HBCU or nothing else, just seeing what's out there because you don't know unless you go, unless you see it, and then once you're entirely, you into multiple HBCU tours, and I'm sure you done heard the stories and the kids expressing what they enjoy most. What's one of the biggest things that you normally hear that's consistent with the kids that go on to your black college tours?
Besides seeing black people, I mean, honestly, it's really the culture. For a lot of our kids, they have never been around. I would say this: they have never been around so much positive black culture. Seeing, black people going to class and just having fun and knowing how to fellowship without any drama. A lot of them really, truly wanted to go to an HBCU because they're doing something positive and I want to be a part of that. Like, we can go to a party and be fine. We can go on campus and we're going to be fine. For them, it was just like having those positive experiences. Because I think for a lot of our kids, they just see what they see on TV or they see what's in their neighborhood. But once they travel outside that and they see that people like them have the same goal, they're like, I want to be here, So
I think that's the beauty of college anyways.
Yeah.
But then when you can go do it with people that are like-minded and that you can relate to and part of your culture, that's even better.
Absolutely.
And you got friends for life, like y'all friends for life. Like, it's dope. Like, no matter where you go in life, you got somebody. What town you in? What city you in? You in Mississippi? Oh, you got your alumni or you got your friends down there.
Lifelong connections, yes.
I tell my kids, my favorite N word is networking.
Yes.
It's not that word y'all thought it was gonna be. But I always but I tell them all the time, what's my favorite N word? And they're like networking. And so whenever we go on college tours and I say that, the college reps are always looking like what the hell?
You're like, what's about to come out of his mouth? We're gonna have to ban him from here.
I'm still looking at the camera like, what? So how do you teach networking, or how do you share someone to network?
So
what you got to get out your comfort zone with that.
Yeah. So with our students, what we do is, and I'm, a little plug right here. So with the impact program, with
Toledo.
Of Toledo, absolutely put some respect on it.
Yeah.
Really just teaching them one about the pros of networking, but teaching them the skills like making eye contact, shaking hands, learning how to make small talk with people and not just saying your name and then just standing there awkwardly. And then really putting them in rooms where they have to practice those skills.
Yep.
So, tomorrow, like I said, we're going to the HBCU conference in Cleveland. They're going to have to network when they go and talk to these, college representatives. They're going to learn how to shake their hands and look them in the eye. And like I tell them all the time, if you will lose so many opportunities if you don't open up your mouth. There could literally be somebody at this conference who will probably pay for your education if you just open up your mouth and network. And a lot of kids don't know you can start earning scholarships as early as like 7th grade.
Yeah.
So, but you have to learn how to open up your mouth and network. So it's really just a skill you teach them, and you just have to practice it and put them in rooms where they can network. You about to sponsor us?
I am.
Oh,
and so we're going to do this on air too, because I love that you take.
I was just going to ask if you could have them steal me some pens, but shit, you just trumped that. College pens are the best.
Take care of them kids, man, and I'll get a receipt from that. But definitely sponsoring the kids going to that.
That's
dope.
Can we get a bomb for that?
Our kids gonna have lunch tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's not the bomb.
So big shout out to all the organizers.
Thank you.
And Cleveland is waiting on the Toledo kids.
There we go.
I'm sure the kids enjoy it.
That's really dope.
That was dope, man. I appreciate you.
So now we ain't gotta go to Lenny's, or we still going to Lenny's?
No, we still going to Lenny's.
He's like, I got a little bit left for some pizza and some drinks.
No, I was gonna say when we went to Tennessee with the Impact Group and they had the freshman dorm, and she was saying how they had the basically the freshman store where the freshmen could come down and get whatever they needed, like supplies or food and anything, and it was free of charge. And to me, that's like accessing community resources. And that taught them that, as well as like, oh, this is where you can learn who can do your hair, who you could study with. If you just need somebody for anything, that was a place you could go and obtain those. And that was pretty dope.
Yeah. And I think for me, what I loved about that too is the fact that it was on campus, because for a lot of kids, like traveling off campus can be scary in a new city. So the fact that we have all of this on campus and I don't have to travel to a place that I don't know about, I can go to the freshman dorm and get my hair cut or get my hair done or go to the grocery store, or go to the snack pantry, or do whatever that you need to do instead of like, man, like I'm all the way in Nashville when I'm from Ohio and I know nothing about Nashville. That's a scary experience.
And the best part about it was free for those. You know, a lot of people, you're in college, you're young, you may not have a job, you're struggling to, even pay for school. So to have that, family, like you said, maybe far away and can't get anything to you. That's a great,
Yeah, and I always promote HBCUs specifically, not because just Black, but people don't know that HBCUs have low tuition. Like the tuition cost for HBCUs is low. So like with Central State, a lot of people are like, well, I don't know if I want to send my kid to Central State because they don't offer scholarships. They have the lowest tuition in the state. So therefore, they don't offer a lot of scholarships because they're already making it affordable.
And you can get outside scholarships.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you go there, they have a low tuition, you get your outside scholarship, and you pay for your college.
Absolutely, yeah. So me personally, I wish as a kid, I went to Mommy, so they weren't really talking about HBCUs out there.
Honestly, though, when we were kids, they didn't talk a lot about college to begin with. Like, I don't think there was a lot. I mean, as somebody who works with a lot of future planning, that's a thing. Like it's out there.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that there's more information coming out about HBCUs because it needs to be out there.
Yes.
And honestly, it needs to be out there more. And I want people to come in and work with the kids that I work with, but I don't think they talked about college a lot, and they definitely didn't talk a lot about HBCUs at all.
Well, I'm gonna say this: growing up, I learned about HBCUs, and it's not even trying to be funny. It really because it was on TV.
Yeah,
we watched A Different World, which they talked a lot about HBCUs, but BET itself promoted HBCUs and going to college. We don't have shows like that anymore.
Right.
We don't have shows that promote going to college or going to a HBCU. Now they promote shit like Jocelyn's Cabaret or Krishan and Blueface.
Yes,
the Bad Girls Club and all type of crazy shit. Yeah. So I really wish that we can get back to where the media was promoting more of. It don't even have to be HBCU, just college bound initiative, or I won't even say college bound, just higher education.
Higher education or training or just
or trade.
The path to get to what you like. I always tell kids, what do you want to do? What you said something earlier about how you haven't gone to work, but you work every day.
Mm-hmm.
I tell kids, I hope you can wake up every day and feel like what you do is your passion in your life, and it's not a job. You get paid to do what you enjoy.
Absolutely.
And no matter what that path is, whether it's a college, whether it's career, trade,
absolutely.
But find something that you get get paid to do. I love what I do.
Yes.
Go to work every day.
Right.
I ain't been to work yet, but
and I agree.
How much did I give you? I'm sorry, the way my account set up, so I know.
He was like, wait a minute, how much should I just give? Because
I need some of that back.
This is 400.
Oh, that was 400.
Yeah.
He's like, do I have enough for pizza? At like,
don't be stealing from the babies.
No, you can't, but then she put it right there.
Because she knows you're not gonna have that shit again.
This is for my titty trauma.
Just get your payoff.
Right there,
look, you get that from him. Don't take that. Here.
Don't steal your titty trauma away from children.
I put in on that.
Can we settle this off camera, please?
Yeah.
No Diddy allegations over here.
No.
All right. So before we get into anything else, Shay, you got your this or that questions?
I sure do.
All right.
Let's get into those.
So explain the game to him first.
All right. So how it works, I'm gonna give you two choices. You either choose the first option, the second option. That's this or that. So here we go. We're gonna get into it.
I need a full explanation as to why.
Taco or nachos?
Ooh.
Nacho cheese.
I want that down.
Okay. Movie or video game?
Movie.
Michigan or Ohio State?
He said Tuskegee.
You getting judged here.
For sure. Tuskegee, but I would have to say, I had to choose in this game. Go blue.
Excuse you?
Well,
yeah.
Okay, this interview is over with.
Quick story. I was recruited. I went to Michigan. I was supposed to go to Michigan out of high school. So Ohio State didn't come. Michigan did. I thought I was going to Michigan.
What they recruit you for?
Football.
Oh, okay.
I won a national championship at Tuskegee, so I'm glad I won and all that stuff. But I didn't know, just as we were just talking about, didn't know nothing about no black college. I wanted to go to Michigan. It was or UT at the time. And so, but I love Ohio State basketball. So it's kind of, I can explain now why I had an explanation with that. I love Ohio State basketball. I love Michigan football.
Okay.
All right, you're like half okay.
Yeah. So I'm the house divided. I'm the one in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm the divide.
You don't really care. You're just.
So you wear a jersey that's like half go blue and half go Bucks.
I can't even fit a jersey, but if I just had it, I'll take the flags.
Do not give him the bob for that. Stop it. Red, you are literally about to get cut off, sir.
What we got?
All right, Libby or Scott?
Oh man, whole
He said,
family.
go Cougars.
Oh, the males up.
Okay.
He only said that because you guys are.
Now, Southside.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're just reading the room?
Dad, sister, grandma.
Go, mama.
Pick the kid.
He back decent.
Go
What if he would have said not Libby? Because I feel like he's just reading the room right now. He doesn't want to get his ass
I
beat.
ain't gonna even.
No.
I ain't gonna even play with the Bulldogs because that's a really.
Yeah.
That's like somebody trying to be like, you went to HCBU.
Right.
Like
you
you
didn't
just
do that.
the whole letters. Like you don't. So we ain't gonna play with that
Right.
Scott thing.
Yeah.
No.
My family DNA. I probably would have went to Libby.
All right.
But,
Look, and I'm over here like, go mommy.
You said go Panthers,
Go
go
Panthers.
Cougars, really. Go Generals.
For sure. Generals.
Go
Yeah.
Blue Devils.
NLL is in the building.
NLL is in the building, and then there's
when
a
we were
Cowboy.
there, we was in the LAL, the NLL, y'all city league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's like, who knows what
And
the
they all
leagues
over.
are.
They gerrymander. Go gerrymander.
Oh my lord.
That's how the schools broke down. Okay, what's the rest of your this and that?
All right. Light or dark?
I think she's talking about liquor, sir.
Oh, my bad.
I like it.
I got the best of both worlds right here. Let's go.
You are surrounded.
Give me this energy right
He
here.
really just wanted she meant liquor.
It's your choice. Light
Yeah.
or dark, sir?
I like it light and dark. I like it light and dark, baby.
It's like I like all of the above.
Just like seafood, baby. I like all the food I see.
Okay. Skinny or thick?
Oh, milk and cookies. I like milk and cookies.
I almost peed. Stop doing that. I'm too old for this.
So if that answered that question, milk and cookies.
It did. It did. Don't,
Yo.
no more buttons.
You look at the phone like, okay, we gotta get up out of
He's
here.
gonna push another button. Here it goes.
Don't push no more buttons, Red.
Stop it, Red.
No, we gotta help Red out. Red, we gotta let you label that. So bring your sticky notes
Yes,
or
please.
your dry eraser marker.
Yes,
so you
sir.
can mark the what is that?
So we don't get the fucking Cheers soundtrack coming on here.
Here we go, Red.
He's like, I know it now.
Oh my God, right.
Yeah, so that was another edition of this or that.
And milk and
That was it.
That was- Amy, did you say you had some spicy? Oh, Amy said she got some spicy questions.
Spicy. I got some. Hold on.
Well, before you do that,
I'm holding on.
shout out to Unique, who's one of my Impact parents. She said the Impact parents thank you. So we appreciate y'all. Shout out to Unique and all my Impact parents. I'll see y'all in the
Shout
morning.
out to the parents.
Now
Yes.
I can afford to go. I'm coming too.
Or you gonna be a driver?
These titties paid for that.
This is we've went way off.
I was
It's a
leaving
good
it alone.
time tonight. Now
All right.
All right.
Okay, what
I'm
do you
here
want?
for
You
a
want
good
spicy?
time,
They're
not
not
a
all
long
spicy. There's some of them are like Thanksgiving.
Just give me the ones that you want me to put some color with.
Oh my Lord, stop it.
Milk and cookies.
You already answered your Oreos and milk or whatever the fuck you're
Light
talking
it up.
about. Fire pit or fireplace?
Man, I'm black. We ain't had neither. Everything's on fire.
There it is.
So close
We only
came
paper
with the
fly.
stove.
You said no fire.
We had a stove.
That's fine. The gas stove that's not one of the choices, but if that's what you like, I'm with it.
The eye.
That gas stove, you can do a whole lot with
There
that.
you go.
There's a lot of things that can get a lot of things that get with that.
Before or after the ass whooping.
Well, I don't know. Are you Christmas decorations before or after Thanksgiving? Or you just say fuck Christmas?
Yeah, I don't get into
So
that.
fuck Christmas
Yeah.
decorations.
My birthday is New Year, so when y'all kick it though, just know
Well,
New
hey,
Year. That's why
I'll be-
everything with a bang.
I'll be drunk somewhere. NFL or NBA?
I'm a Negro for life. Negro for
I got you.
life.
What's your team?
NFL.
No, what's your team? I got that.
Nothing but ass, because I wasn't finished. I like NBA and because I like nothing
You love that ass.
of a woman. So what happens is
To specify.
Hey,
yeah.
The fact that he had
like I said earlier about Will Smith, if you do what you do,
We don't
if you,
judge here on
you want to
Mother.
get murdered
have
and
no
do
teams.
you do you.
I don't have no team.
No teams. Are you a bar night out or movie night in?
Oh, now that we older, let's lay up. Netflix and not chill.
You said a not chill?
Yeah, not
Fuck
chill.
that, not chilling. I'm chilling. Well, then I guess the make out or cuddle is not we're not making out because there's no chilling.
I don't know.
He's like,
Maybe you chill after you make out.
It depends on the
make out or cuddle. Which one would you pick?
See, we don't make out though. That's
Okay, you know what I mean. Body
Y'all doing
touching.
Fucking.
He said,
yeah. Let's get through it.
I'm getting murdered in downtown. That's what I do.
Yeah, well,
Bending over, whatever.
You said you know what you came here for.
You're like,
And then you putting out or getting out.
Yeah. I'm surprised you even turn on the damn Netflix. Look,
Either we watching Netflix or making Netflix. What we
You
doing?
still watching? No, we fucking.
We trying to make a
are
movie.
you making Netflix or you watch it?
That's what I'm about to say because y'all talking about net. I'm talking about net and let's flick. Let's swap.
There it is. I got it. All right.
Wait, you said make a Netflix or watch Netflix? Is that what
He
you
wants to know if you're
Oh.
trying to make a sex tape or not.
No, I thought is that the question?
Man, Ty unfiltered Friday right now. So it's
Unfucking filtered at this point.
9 o'clock. So
Hey, buy your dream car or buy your dream house.
definitely dream houses because I done had the cars.
Love or money?
Love.
All right. Gift giver or gift receiver? And I mean gifts, not anything else.
Oh Lord Jesus.
I'm a giver.
Giver. Nice. That's all I got.
Oh
Not too, I didn't put spicy because I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Now I should have next
You
time.
don't know what
Hey.
how my answer?
No, I didn't know you, but now I know. Next
Well,
time
I
you're getting all
told you when he
fucking
put on Facebook, he said, I hope they ready for me. I was like, oh hell.
you know.
You can't look, you can't out mud talk the mud
Like,
talk.
do we just go oral anal? Isn't that the normal spicy one? Don't answer that. I'm just saying.
That was like season 2 before.
No,
we
that was like season. This was like three
Was-
couple episodes ago.
I thought that was season
That
2
was on IG Live.
when we weren't as cultured.
Right. So now we are very we don't talk about that.
We don't, because we're on Sirius
Unless we're
XM
talking
radio.
about Will Smith getting murdered allegedly.
Well, that too, but that came from TMZ. That ain't come from me.
Right,
So,
right.
But we're on Sirius XM radio on iHeartRadio, so we got to be a little.
Yeah, I'm sure that just
big ups to that.
we went out the window on that whole be it proper thing.
I don't know how we still on air because
they love that shit on Sirius XM.
They kicked. Oh yeah, that's the unfiltered shit. Yeah,
yeah.
But I don't know about iHeartRadio.
Now when the 97.3 situation, I told you we got to learn how to filter that.
Yes, Big Eddie Bauer. If you're watching, I promise
we can all filter.
We can filter this.
We have had
the views of this podcast is not.
Right.
We have a disclaimer for that. Actually,
we do, and this is not a family. This is not a family.
It's not a family show
or children.
All right. So Shay, do you have your Shay with the shit today?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it really simple. I'm gonna just say it's Thanksgiving time, so be thankful for the people you do have in your life. Give them their flowers while they're here. If you got somebody loving on you, give that same love back. It's called reciprocity. I can't even say the word.
Reciprocity.
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 Y'all got me over here. Yeah, but
it's that titty girl.
Reciprocity.
Reciprocity. So yes, give what you want to get in return. And I'm just saying, be thankful for what you do have and not what you've lost or the bad in the situation. Find the good and you'll be happy. I promise you.
I love that. Can we get a DJ Clue bomb on that, please?
Find the good.
There we go. Love that shit. All right. Now, before we get up out of here, y'all know it's my favorite Friday of the month.
You've been waiting for this.
It is. Red, what day is it?
Fuck your Friday.
Not fuck your
Friday. Don't. Oh, God damn it, Red. It is fuck your feelings.
Fuck your Friday. The whole Friday.
Not just fuck your feelings. Fuck your whole day.
Fuck that shit.
So it's fuck your Friday feelings.
Other way around.
No.
Try it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You look so proud of yourself too.
Are you happy with
What
that?
is it? What is it?
No,
vape?
Red. It's fuck your feelings Friday.
Fuck your Friday feelings.
Okay.
Don't
that
just,
too.
no, because what if I don't care about your feelings on Thursday?
You know what? Fuck the people that don't know what things stand for. I'm just saying, like HCBU, like you said, or the FYFF.
HCBU.
Fuck those people.
Yes, I don't know.
Y'all got a lot going on today.
No, you.
That's what he said.
She was sleeping in that whole time. He said it bothers him when people mess up the letters.
Yeah. Yes.
So,
but it is Fuck Your Feelings Friday, and it's where we get things off our chest that we've been holding in all month long. And we start off with fuck your feelings, fuck all the people who, and then you go into what you want to say. So, anybody want to start?
I'll start.
Go right
Because
ahead.
mine's simple. It's not even like it's not as deep as like boundaries and shit that I'm sure you're gonna go into.
No, I'm not.
Fuck all the people who, when you are messaging them something and they respond with the letter K. Like, I can't deal with it. Like, if I tell you something, because that if you put the letter K, you basically are just saying fuck you to me. Like, if I'm like, I had this experience where I was kind of sharing some pretty strong feeling, not bad, just like I'm like emotional, whatever. And the response was K. You know what? Why don't you just say fuck you? You might as well just spell out fuck you because that's what you meant.
I would have rather you say I don't give a fuck.
Right, exactly. Please write that, because when you just put K, that's just, or just like one word answer me, like, okay, my bad, or sorry. I fucking hate that.
I hate the blue thumbs up.
Oh my God. You put me a blue thumbs up. That might be worse than the K.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Oh, okay.
So if I'm spilling my heart out to you, give me something more than K or the blue thumbs up or okay or my bad or sorry.
Or when they double tap and they give you the thumbs up, like the reaction.
I'm going to start giving them the what's about to happen. They do have an emoji for that now. Oh, it's I don't care if it's a guy or a girl. Just don't K me.
No man should be
man law. No K.
Oh, you mean to anybody?
Yes.
Oh no, it happens.
I usually just hit the thumbs up. I don't give a fuck.
Right, and then you might honestly don't do that to me. Just say fuck you next time if you ever do that to me. Just say fuck you.
I'll probably say I don't give a fuck.
Please.
That sounds more like me. Like, I don't give a fuck.
You know why? Because you took the time to write 4 words.
It won't even be 4. It would be
I don't give a fuck.
It would
That's
be
fine.
5 letters.
ID. See, that's just the shitty. I need you to spell it out.
Spell it out.
Yes, take the fucking effort.
All right. Next time I use voice to text.
But for real though, I don't think people realize that like that is actually really shitty.
Yeah.
To say that, even if you're not like, even if it's not like an argument, like just one. That's
I feel like if you're
it's
going
like dry texting, like.
I feel like if you go, huh?
No.
I just feel like if you're gonna send me a long text, just call me.
At that point,
right?
Fuck.
Well, I'm just saying, even just anything, even if it's like if I send you a sentence, you just put K.
Yeah.
Like that's just say fuck
It's
you.
rude, yeah.
Just say I don't care. It's rude. Don't do it. Fuck the people that do that.
All right. Anybody else with a fuck your feelings?
Fuck the people who ignore when it's convenient.
Mm. Oh, that was it.
I mean,
I don't need to have an explanation. So clearly, yes. The answer to that is yes.
Yes. So they, okay.
Fuck your feelings if you're not considerate of other people. Like you're not the only person in the world.
True.
So.
Big facts.
I think that was one of the ones I talked about last week. Long conversation about that.
Yeah. Fuck all the people who try to deny other people's experiences or realities.
That literally was about to be one of my other ones.
Listen. And that's called gaslighting, first of all. And then the other, so with that, and the reason why I say that is because my thoughts and prayers are with Keke Palmer. She has endured a lot with the domestic violence, and the people in the fucking comments are like, well, why did she wait so long to say something? And all the first of all, let me tell you something. To try to deny somebody else's reality, especially when it comes to domestic violence, is shitty as fuck. And the only reason why you saying something is because your relationship ain't the same kind of shitty relationship like Keke Palmer. Because meanwhile, yes, Keke Palmer may be getting beat up, but your husband's out there cheating on you. So there's that. So I don't think we really should be commenting.
All the way out there.
You feel me? I don't think it's right. So just because your relationship is not as shitty as mine doesn't mean your shit ain't shit. You feel me? So fuck all the people who deny the people's realities.
Just
like
minimizing people's experiences.
Exactly. Like to even come out, because she was like, it's been like 2 years. So she was in a relationship for like 2 years, domestic violence and all that, you know. That takes a lot of courage to finally stand up and say, I need to not only protect myself, but my child. You feel me? And Keke Palmer is the most unproblematic person in the goddamn industry. She ain't been problematic since Akilah and the Bee when she couldn't spell. So
true.
I just feel like leave her the fuck alone. And you know you fucked up. Y'all got her mama out here making clapback videos.
Oh, I watched and listened to that. I was like, yes.
Keke Palmer mama is shooting strays out here. Like she coming for Usher. She coming for
she was.
She was coming for the baby daddy.
I don't know if it was really fair for her to come to Usher in that moment, but she was mad.
She was mad.
Mama Bear came out. She didn't give a fuck. She was like, "You're gonna hear what I have to say."
Because I want to say Corinne Stephan outed him in her book.
About that,
It was just if you listen to it, she just goes on and then all of a sudden just Usher, and then she just keeps going because she just had to throw it out there. But people need to remember, if people are having a domestic violence situation, there's a lot, not just courage, but sometimes you have to secure safe housing, money. Like there's a lot of things that go into it. You might not be able to come out right away. You have to get all your shit in order so that you can move on.
And she may have not even known in that moment that she was in a domestic violence situation. She may have just thought like, we're just arguing.
Yeah.
But I think for her, when she realized that this is happening in front of my son, we got problems. And now it's time for me to stand up. But people are like, oh, well, she just showed screenshots of the video camera.
This is where he tried to drown her in the bathtub. Is that?
No, well, this is where he like was choking her like on the couch and like threw her over or whatever. But they had screenshots and people were like, well, where's the video? Well, dumbass, you can't put a video on a restraining order.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the thing. So fuck all the people who try to deny people's reality. Just because you're not going through the shit doesn't mean that it's not happening. So fuck all of y'all.
Right.
And fuck your feelings if you're an insecure ass man who feel the need to put your hands on a woman.
All because they went to an Usher concert.
Yep.
Yeah. So, you know. Huh? Oh, well, we don't say fuck Chris Brown. We kind of healed from that.
Have we?
Oh. They did? Oh, it was the Usher concert that they went to. And
which is why Usher got brought into it.
Yeah,
but really,
he was, because he was saying that, you know, as a woman, you shouldn't be dressed like that going to a concert, and you should have morals and values. Where were your morals and values? You put your hands on Keke Palmer. Where were your morals and values at when you had that baby out of wedlock? Where was your morals and values?
Let's not judge people who've had children out of wedlock.
No, I'm not judging. No, I'm not saying that. But what he said, to me is saying like, I'm all about more.
Propose to that woman before you lay down.
But rewind that. Is that the first time he's ever seen her dressed like that, or was that how she dressed when he knew her, and all of a sudden now you're mine? I don't know.
I think he was more upset that she was dressed like that, and then the way the whole interaction was between her and Usher. But at the end of the day,
like he thought she was trying to attract Usher to her.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's bullshit. Fuck all the people who judge and putting your hands on women. Like, stop doing that shit. So you gotta fuck your feelings, Trees.
No, I just like to. Y'all can say the word. What is this?
F your feelings.
Oh,
you can say F your feelings.
Oh,
fuck.
Fuck.
He likes to fuck.
Oh, you like to fuck.
The joke went over.
Oh, I got the joke. I was just like, no, I got it. I was just like, what?
Anybody else got it?
I got it.
I'm not gonna lie. I got it. It just, to me, it wasn't.
I was woke.
I adore you, but I was like, I got this. We figured that out a long ass time ago when you were talking about titty cookies or whatever.
I hope that in our age that we are fucking with feelings and not without feelings.
Well, you know what?
Because at this point,
fucking without feelings could lead to a little
Mhm.
more issues.
Yeah, so let's be careful of that.
And wrap it up.
Please do.
And by the way, we have new syphilis signs. It just says it's serious now. I think they probably got made fun of enough to where it says like people got confused that like if I'm not paying for sex, I can't get syphilis.
Yeah, those syphilis signs over the summer.
But it does. They all say syphilis is serious now.
Yeah, instead of like paying for sex.
Right. Get tested for syphilis because you might have it.
Yes. You know what the funniest thing was? So when I used to bartend at this particular bar that I'm not gonna say the name, there's a billboard that's outside the bar, and that paying for sex like billboard was right
I
there.
know exactly what you're talking about.
I walked outside one day and I was just like, wow, like that is some good ass marketing right there.
I just know that somebody strategically sat down and said, what areas of Toledo do we think people are paying for sex and might have syphilis?
Let's put it by this bar.
And like there was an actual business meeting that involved a lot of very business-minded people where they had a whole zone and map talking about syphilis sex and paying sex.
Yeah. So
and then somebody came to the follow-up meeting and said, you realize that that's really fucking confusing, right?
Yeah.
Definitely looked at the data.
They did.
They sure did. But here's the thing though, so is it like top-notch syphilis if you're paying for it? Top shelf syphilis?
I don't, or bottom shelf. I don't know. I feel like
does it matter?
That's what I'm saying. You can get syphilis whether you pay for it.
I just need to know who came up with that idea because it sucked. So
Yeah.
fuck that person.
Yeah.
There you go. Fuck that feeling. Because by the way, you can get STDs anytime you have sex, the first time or the 100,000th time.
Whether you pay for it or not.
Whether you pay for it or not.
Free
That's why
syphilis
we
or
wrap
pay for syphilis. Wow.
I would be really pissed if I paid for syphilis. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I probably would be too.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, you're paying top dollar for whatever you got going on, then you get this.
So would it make you feel better if it was free?
I mean, maybe. I mean, I'd be pissed if I got paid.
Like, it doesn't burn as much. It's free.
I didn't say that. It's still gonna burn. It's still gonna fuck your brain up because that's what syphilis does
But
eventually.
it's not that top-notch
But
syphilis.
I didn't pay money to get that syphilis. I feel like it would be like it's almost like I don't know. It'd be like bad karma. I paid for sex. I was trying to pay for sex, not the extras.
Yeah, that's not a souvenir you want to take home.
No, not at all. We've talked about that. No, nobody wants that.
No. All right, y'all. That's a whole lot. Y'all hilarious. All right, y'all. Well, that has been our episode of Mud Talk. Shout out to Mr. MrHearMe, Montrice Terry, for stopping by. You know what? I had to get clarification on your last name too, because I was like, which one is it? So how should we? Which one should we say?
You got more than one.
I'm just stuck.
He's back on the paying for syphilis situation.
We're gonna clip that a whole.
Should I clarify? I have never actually had syphilis or any STDs in my entire life.
Yes.
So let me just say that before that goes out there.
Yes.
But yes. So you have more lots of last names.
It was Montrice Casey, and then when I became 18, I ended up taking my father's last name.
Okay.
Because I was like, I had to get clarification from Unique. She's like, it's definitely Terry, but she's like, either one is fine. I was like, oh, okay.
So what took place where it really came into social media is because when Facebook was kicking everybody off if you didn't have the right name.
Yeah.
And shout out to Cedric Watson Prophet. He had made the page, and then they said you got to use the right name, and then you got to have a picture, or they ain't gonna let you keep your content. And so I was like, oh man, we can't, because we was just getting started. So I was like, I used the old ID.
You just said fuck it.
And then it just stuck with. That's why you see in parentheses it say City Park League in parentheses, because Facebook at the time wouldn't. And then it don't let you switch back.
Yeah.
It's a whole process.
Yeah.
The timeline and everything. I know.
So that's where the whole Casey came back in.
Yeah. Me and Unique just had this conversation yesterday because her page is supposed to say girl talk, but it's 2 eyes, and she accidentally put 2 eyes. And so it's more like girl talk.
I love it.
And now
she kind of coined that.
So she's like, that's not what I want. And she's like, she got to keep it for 60 days now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's more like girl talk. And I was like, oh, okay.
That's a whole intro. It's about to be a girl talk.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
Hey, Unique, if you're watching, go ahead.
I like it. Game.
Yeah, I kind of like it. And speaking of Girl Talk is coming on tomorrow at 12 p.m. Make sure that you get your mimosas ready and your brunch ready, because it's going to be a pretty heavy episode. Get your tissues. She's going to have Kelly Hughes on the show, who she owns a daycare here where we're at. And she also promotes Total Circle Fitness with her husband. But they're talking about how to deal with grief. So
and they are the organizers of the citywide preschool prom.
Yes, there you go.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, Learning Ladders. There we go.
I'll just
Let me give Kelly her dues, please, and put some respect on it. But yes, she's the owner of Learning Ladders, and her husband owns Total Circuit Fitness. They're going to be talking a lot about grief and her story because she lost her mother and all her siblings. So it's a very heavy episode. Yes, we definitely love you.
Yeah.
I got the chance to pre-record that with Unique yesterday, and so that's going to be a very heavy episode. But it also was really nice to hear people talk about grief, because grief is in stages and it's not something that we necessarily talk about. So to have that open conversation was really dope. And so tap into that tomorrow, 12 p.m. Get your brunch and your mimosas. And we also want to shout out some people who bought merch too, right?
We definitely want to thank everybody who bought merch. Unfortunately, that has gotten lost in my phone file. So next episode, you buy merch, we're shouting you out. We appreciate it. And we've actually had quite a few people buy the merch. It looks like this. This is like, I have this is a t-shirt.
Yes, we got new merch out. Yes.
It's got our new logo on it. So there's t-shirts, there's hoodies, there's long sleeve t-shirts, there's mugs, there's we had somebody buy a mug. Like I
know these people.
I don't know who it is, but I want a picture of the person with the mug.
So we're going to see her at Lenny's because she bought the mug.
Is she gonna bring the mug with her?
No, it hasn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want her to send me a picture of it using the mug, and we're gonna put it up.
Well, she might use it at Lenny's.
That's fine. I'll take a picture there too.
Yeah, but we're gonna say shout out to, I know that my friend.
I don't want you to miss anybody. So
I got this. We got my friend
but
Kiara.
You don't see everybody that buys them. Okay.
Kiara.
He knows this. Let's see if you got them all.
We have Kiara. We have Craig. We have Erica. We have Alex. We have Christina. We have Renee. We got you. We got me.
You missed it. There's like 7 other people.
Janelle. We got to shout out
like 7 other people.
Well, I already know the 9 that I told to go buy shit.
I know. So. Well, I'm just telling you there's more. So like I'm gonna shout everybody out next episode, and anybody else that buys merch, you'll go out there.
Hopefully Mr. HearMe buys some merch too.
I know. Pull the other wad out.
Yeah. We have hoodies. They go up to 5XL.
Great Christmas gifts.
Hoodies. There's like if you don't like the hoodie, they have like the crew neck, and then there's long sleeve t-shirts.
You really serious
short
about
sleeve.
this merch? I'm just catching your energy.
You want to know why? Because
it is very.
God, she was ready to.
But here's why.
About not saying the name.
Well, because I don't want to miss anybody. Like I feel bad, you know.
She said, "Don't piss me off."
I am, because I'm like because there's a lot more than that. But why I'm so passionate, I can shout him out a billion times. I'm passionate because a portion of the proceeds go to support organizations that help mental health in the Black community, and we are very passionate about that. So
yes, absolutely.
The more we sell, the more money we can donate to help those organizations.
Yes, and we do have a very special episode coming up in February. Every February, in honor of Black History Month, we do our episode called Dear Black Men, where we have a panel of Black men who open up about different mental health topics in the Black community. And this year, we're going to be talking about depression and anxiety in Black men and, in the Black community. So a very special episode that's going to be coming on. If you want to go watch the previous episode, we just opened up about, Black men and mental health in general, and, how to deal with different things. And, it was a really
Big T shared a story.
I did.
My BFF Greg shared his story.
I was very vulnerable in that episode.
That was a lot. Like I just editing Greg's video, it was a lot. Like
it was heavy.
You guys did a good job because it's hard. It's hard to open up and share your story.
Yes, absolutely.
And I was really proud of both of you.
Thank you. Unique said, "Yeah, I need a hoodie, Mr. HearMe."
I think that's her way of saying buy her a hoodie.
Yeah.
She also said she needs a mug and a tote bag. I heard it. I don't know if you saw that, but it was out there.
We need Unique. We need to get you some Girl Talk merch too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, we'll get you together. So, all right, y'all. Well, that's our episode of Mud Talk. Shout out to Mr. HearMe for stopping through. My name is Big T.
I'm Shay Renee.
I'm Miss Amy.
And you officially tuned in to the only podcast that brought you the latest in music, news, and fashion, and the only show that keeps your ears to the streets
while you grind and shine.
All right, we're gonna hit our outro, and we'll see y'all next time.